Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And I'm going to mute myself on Twitch because I'm hearing myself, and that is really annoying. Look at me being professional, right? Wonderful. Hello. Another round of the Curse of Strahd at the Gilded Flask. Welcome. So, what do we have for you today? Well, first off, I would like to introduce these wonderful people that are here with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
I'm Anne. I play Carla Cott, the Inquisitive Bard. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Daniel. I'm playing John Varenthal, the Paladin of Midnight.
And I'm Marissa. I'm playing Casariel, the Twilight Cleric.
And I'm Barry, and I will be your DM for today. Welcome. If you've never visited our place before, we post weekly recordings of our playthrough on the Curse of Strahd, as well as live stream them through Twitch. This is going to be our second time on Twitch now, so we're still pretty new. Hi. But if you're curious about the recordings as well, you can go ahead and check out our YouTube. As a matter of fact, you can check out all of our socials. The easiest way to do that is to either go to thegildedflask.com or look at all of our socials below. That accounts for YouTube as well, even though I believe that nowadays YouTube is on the side, I think, but you'll find it out. Like, we all know YouTube, right? As we are still relatively new, we don't really have any sponsors just yet, hint, but we do have a couple of awesome people that we'd like to shout out. First off, I'd like to shout out Dechandra and Paradox for creating our amazing character art, which you will see in a moment. Pyram King, James RPG Art, and DM Andy, who's also currently in the Twitch chat. Hi, Andy. For creating the wonderful maps and content that we will be using. And then we have Tabletop Audio. We have Scott Buckley, Phoenix Music, and Alexander Nakarada for the great musical scores that we are allowed to use in our campaign. Oh, yes. God, we have so many awesome content creators that we're allowed to work with. Anyways, all of that being said, let's go ahead and head into the tale.
Tell me, do you like ghost stories? I've been investigating people vanishing mysteriously into the night, never to return. It looks like I've found out where they've been.
Good evening.
I don't like this place. The air feels heavier.
Did you hear that?
What do you mean he's watching?
In this place, nothing is what it seems.
We come from an ancient land.
There's no time for this. What are you looking for?
This place has taken my father and my mother. It will not have me.
We gotta move, now.
Oh, I do love a good mystery.
Barovia is mine, and so are you.
We're back.
An amazing intro. I do love that. The intro, by the way, has been made courtesy of our wonderful Casariel. Thank you so much for making that. Oh, every single time. Goosebumps. I know it's our own, but... Okay, where were we? Yes, we played Curse of Strahd last week, and you guys actually ventured towards the Death House. Well, you were actually already in the Death House. You were just ready with defeating a suit of armor by throwing it down the stairs and all that. John, you found a very peculiar weapon, which you took with you, and you started just checking out the mansion, various rooms that you hadn't been to just yet. That brought you all the way up to the attic, where you found a children's room with two children's ghosts that's all but tried to possess you, which you very aptly handled, I have to say. was one of those, oh, I didn't account for that DM moments.
That was a wonderful moment.
Oh, yes. From there, you learned that there was a secret passage all the way down to the basement. And as you ventured into the basement, which looked very creepy, you heard ominous sounds and you looked around what that could be. You found a couple of rooms, you looted a couple of boxes, and when traversing one of the hallways, you unfortunately ran into a couple of ghouls. And that is where we ended it last week. So we're going to start off with a battle. So I hope you guys are ready, because I'm going to ask you to please roll for initiative.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
There we go.
That's not even technical.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, we need dice for this D&D game? Oh, crap.
Oh, yes.
We do.
So smooth.
Excitingly, we do.
Dice
I got a
games.
13.
Also, as to double check, the music is playing for everyone right
Yes.
now, right?
It sure
Wonderful.
is. Yes.
I couldn't help myself. I wanted to pause it until I was going to be like, roll for initiative.
Really good.
Okay. Here we go.
Look at this.
I got a 9.
9.
Yep. John's around the corner. He doesn't see anything yet. He may have heard something, but he's like, what is that?
I got a 17.
Just for completeness sake, indeed, the last time you went into this hallway and these ghouls came digging out of the ground, so that wasn't too much of sound to go on, indeed. So yeah, I agree, John. You might not know what's going on just yet.
Can you
I got a
describe what
13.
they look like?
I don't know
Like,
if you meant saw earlier.
do they look like corpses or do they look like creatures?
Ghouls are, they're in between corpse and human. Like, I would imagine a corpse, I would immediately think zombie, like, rotten flesh, things falling off and whatnot. That's not really what a ghoul is at, but it's an undead. So they look like
It's like a much
pale,
more
bluish
animate zombie,
skins.
basically.
Yeah, what's very distinguishing with them is that they have claws. That is one of those distinguishing features that you will notice with them quite soon. Carla, you said you had a 13.
Yes.
John Casari, sorry, what did you have?
17.
19. Or sorry, 9. No, 9. I heard all the teens and got excited. I'm sorry.
I would accept the 19, damn it.
Out
No.
of context clips that are going to be terrible.
Nope. John may be strong, but he ain't that fast.
Uh-oh.
All right. So, with those rolls in order, and I already had pre-rolled for the ghouls, I am going to tell you that Casaria, you're first.
Oh, we've got company. And she's going to kind of conjure a white sphere in her hands. And then, boom, she's got 2. And then you see the phases of the moon sort of like erupt around her. She's going to cast Fairy Fire. And I'm going to try to place it where I can get all 3 ghouls. If possible, it's a 20-foot cube. So... not sure, 15. I don't know if I can, but if I can't get the third guy down there at the bottom, then I will get at least these 2 gentlemen right next to me. Or ladies.
Does Fairy Fire within the cube hit the targets of your choice, or is it a blanket, like touches
It is a
everything within the cube?
20-foot cube, but it's a dex save.
All right, then you technically can, but then it will also hit yourself.
Yeah, okay.
So if that's okay with you, then sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So dex save, huh?
Yes, the
And
dex
dex
save.
save of how much?
It's 13.
13. All right,
So
let's see. 1 saves. 1 does not. 1 definitely does not. Okay, the one directly south of you saves. The other 2 don't.
Okay. Great. Yeah, so I'm then going to just raise my shield, and I'm gonna sort of duck over so that Carla can fuck this guy up in front of me if she needs to. And that's the end of my turn.
Right. What did you roll yourself, by the way?
Oh, right. Let's see here. Ooh, 17.
Oh, that's enough.
Nice. Yeah. You
All right.
can't mess me up with my own spell. The moon maiden loves me. Get wrecked, ghouls. That's it for me.
Love it. All right. Carla, your turn.
Okay, so I am going to take Casariel's place because she moved over. And I'm going to draw the sword that I've recently acquired, made of complete silver. And I'm going to take a swipe at the guy in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's swat. Okay, 15.
Hits.
Okay, excellent. Okay, that's going to do a total of 6 damage,
Yes.
which isn't a lot.
It's enough to do pain.
And enough to do a little bit of pain, and then I'm going to quickly dart to the side here, and I will take the attack of opportunity that comes with that.
All right. As you dart to the side, indeed, he will make a swipe at you with his claws. For a 9.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
It catches like the side of my.
Sorry,
my
did you roll with
like,
advantage?
hair
That's what
shoulder.
Fairy Fire does. Gives you advantage.
Oh, amazing! Let's see if I got a natural 20 on that.
Oh, yeah, fairy fire. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking 10 levels ahead, but
Okay,
I'm pretty sure what it
cool.
does. Yeah.
Cool. I got a natural 20, so another 6 points.
Whoa! Awesome.
Fairy Fire! Fairy Fire!
Fairy fire!
Awesome.
Let's go. Let me take a picture.
You said another
Oh.
6.
Another 6.
All right. This ghoul's
That's
bleeding.
Ooh, okay. Good to know.
Which goal was that? Was that the one to the right?
And the
Directly south.
ghoul.
The
Okay.
one in the middle, basically.
Got it.
That was it?
And just for the sake of like completion, does the guy next to me get a attack of opportunity as well? That was right here.
Yeah, technically he would. So,
Oh, yeah.
level 15?
It's
Yes.
Shit.
All right.
Yeah.
Your honesty is being is being paid. Is not paying off this time. There will be 7 slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
delightful.
Yeah.
Oh, exciting. Okay, is there anything about being frightened with this one or no?
As in, that you're frightened with him, or that he is of you?
Okay, no. If it's like a something that's to do with being frightened. Okay, so that's a 15.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. You feel the cold grasp of the claw itself gets you more than just the damage. You feel a little bit of a cold feeling going up your shoulder, but barely. So, nothing like, being possessed by a ghost or anything.
Ooh, which I just experienced and quite enjoyed actually.
All right. That was it for you then.
Alrighty. With me?
All right. Next up is John.
All right.
Ghouls rolled really terribly.
John's going to step around. He doesn't really see anything yet, so he's going to step around the corner, past Casariel, who he just saw essentially light, like the whole thing lit up in front of the whole hallway. And as he steps around, step to essentially where Carla was, and he's going to see the lit up ghoul to his left, and he's going to note that it looks fairly undead, and a little bit of a darkness comes over his face as he just no frills, just immediately strikes out at the lit up one, and that's advantage.
Yes.
All right, and that is a 15.
That
With-
hits.
Cool. So he's just immediately slams down, and I didn't say it was Great Weapon Master, so I'm not going to treat it like one. I'm just going to go ahead and Divine Smite, and you see.
Perfect.
You
Are
see,
you hitting the one on the south? Huh?
No, the one that was lit up to the right.
Oh, okay.
You said that one was lit up. All right. So yeah, he's going to also cast Divine Smite. Basically, what you see is he steps around the corner. He immediately starts glaring at this thing, and he raises up his weapon, and one of the skulls, the eyes kind of flash red as he slams down, and just this wave of energy goes into the creature.
Sexy.
So, for a regular attack, that's 2d6 plus 2. 4, that's 6 damage plus Divine Smite. Divine Smite, where are you? Divine Smite. It is 2d8, I believe, right? Yep, 2d8 for one spell slot.
Yeah, that's the one thing I hate about Paladin. It's like, oh, it's like a 3 plus 80.
2d8. So that is 17 total damage.
Oh god, that ghoul is really bleeding.
All right, and he's going to now. He has one friend at his back, one friend to his side, and the two ghouls on the other sides. And he's just going to stand there, like arms up, and kind of try to keep them from passing him. But that's all his attack. That's his move.
All right. So the ghouls are in turn. The one that is currently bleeding the most is very angry with you, John, and he makes a bite attack at you. For a total, yeah, he thinks you are very tasty, and he tries to do so for a 12.
That will not get through. I imagine he holds up his weapon, and it's like biting on the weapon itself.
Cool.
Gnawing
While
on the
he's doing
bone.
that, exactly. You know, it is a bone like the handle. It's very fitting.
Exactly.
While that is happening, the one to the south also tries to make a move to you, and while your bone is currently being gnawed on, that is such a terrible way to say it. I'm so sorry. The one to the south, take it home with you. The one to the south actually tries to make a claw attack to you. Nope, for a 7. So he just swipes as you turn around to use the weapon, like to be bit on. He just swipes like next to you. Totally misses. Cool. The one more directly south will try to join in the fight. He will. I'm not going to let him pass. No, it's too much. He will get closer. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. The fourth one around the corner that you didn't know of just yet, surprise, joins the party. And he also can't join in, so he's going to stand over there.
Bro.
Ruh-roh. Casariel, your turn.
All right. I can't see that fuckface. So what I'm going to do is say, "Nice job, John. Duck, darling." And then I'm going to moonbolt the one farthest from me, not the one next to John, but the one down the hallway from him that I can see.
Yep.
So a purple sphere appears in my hands, and then all the energy just radiates out towards him. Ooh. Okay. I mean, you know. 11 to hit?
Oh, just misses.
Oh no, I have advantage. No, not on him.
Not on him. Nope.
Nope. Okay. All right.
Hang on. No. Hang on. You tried to hit the one further south right now, right?
I think I said further south. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the one that still was within your cube. That one has advantage. Roll again.
Did it? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was the one you were
Just accept it.
Oh, perfect. I rolled a 2. So that's worse.
2. That's it's still not gonna hit though. But hey,
You know,
good try.
I was so impressed by what John did. I was worried about hitting him, so I kind of I tried to hook it, like you do the bowling ball, but no, didn't work out. But what I did notice was that guy over there. We have another friend. Okay, that's good to know.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
So I'm gonna. That's it for me. I'm gonna step just to the side one though, just in case one of my compatriots wants to, move out of range of anything. Just give him a little room here, and also get a little cover. That's it for me.
Carla, your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to utilize the fact that I am quite small to sort of poke my head into John. Not poke my head, but pop into John's space and kind of stand in front of him, looking at these ghouls. And I'm going to take my push dagger and and try and stab it up into the gut of the ghoul at the south of me. So just here. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm going to do that. Let's see. Okay. That's not bad. Okay. That's a 17.
Hits.
Amazing. Okay. And it's advantage as well, so I'm going to see if I get another 20. Nope, we do not. That's fine. That's good. Okay. That is going to be a 7 into the
7.
gut. Yeah.
You slice its gut open and part of it spills out, but he's still standing on his legs though. Barely, but he's there.
Bastard. And I'm going to kind of duck back behind John, a little bit, like back here, and as I'm passing him, I'm going to be like, "You're up, big guy," and I'm going to cast guidance on him. So you have an extra D.
Yes.
Oh no, I can't do that. Sorry, never mind.
Ah,
Go on.
fine.
Sorry.
It's all good.
It's
The
another
moral support
action.
still feels good.
I'm going to allow that as not being an attack of opportunity because you just poked your head out, but next time I'm not going to be so
Yeah.
lenient. Okay?
That's okay. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. And
I like
yeah.
the
So,
description, so I'm going to allow it for now.
yeah. And I was going to cast guidance, but I can't. So that's okay. Yeah. I'm just going to.
John.
John's gonna take that moral support, and he's gonna roll with it, and he's going to.
John, you are very muted.
Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, wait,
He's
I
talking
am.
so confidently.
Can you guys hear me now?
No, you're still muted, buddy.
Buddy.
Okay.
What's happening to John?
Okay, there
Oh
we
no,
go.
Carla, do you see
Yeah.
that? He's trying to speak.
I was not
What
muted
is it?
to
Did
the
they cast
show.
it?
I was not muted
No,
to
we
the
still
show.
can't
I was
hear
actually.
him.
Wait,
What is
seriously?
it?
Still can't hear you.
Oh
The
shit!
hell?
Shit! I think he's holding his action.
No.
But you can hear John? Oh, then
I
he
can
muted
hear-
himself in Discord.
There. No. I'm not muted.
He did.
Okay, there we go.
You in
John.
Discord.
Okay, I'm
though.
leaving
Just you
Discord
take
for
Well,
a moment.
do something great.
Okay, how about now? Wow, what the hell?
Carla, you and our John.
Okay, no. It's a. Here it is.
As John, I stand there just intimidating. big
One
strong
second.
muscle.
It's my voice mod dealio. I'm so sorry, guys.
Guys, if we had a sponsor, this would be the perfect time to shout them out. So this could be you.
You know what we do have? We have a Twitch channel and a YouTube that you can subscribe and follow to, and you can also find us on Twitter,
there we go.
Instagram.
Hi.
And now he's
Hey.
back. Look at it.
Mid-session, voice mod decided to crash.
Hey, it happens.
Wow. Okay, just let's make sure. Is the stream still going? Okay, good. It's going. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, they could hear
Hi.
Yeah, they can hear you. They can hear me. You guys couldn't hear me. Okay, so I was gonna say John hears her say go on, big guy or something, and he's gonna take that as moral support, and he's just gonna lay into the same guy right in front of him that's lit up, and not a great weapon master attack, just a regular attack, and that is a crit 20. Okay.
Woo! Let's go.
I'm gonna take a quick picture. So basically, the once again you see the eyes on one of the skulls light up red, and he rears back and just slams with all his might into this thing, and that's double roll for damage.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, that is. Oh, and we're rolling high. 18. That's a 19 damage.
Yeah, that is ghoul in paste. That's just
All right. So with the
wall
with,
covered.
with the strength of that swing, the blood of the ghoul or whatever is left over, the viscous ichor, covers the
Yes.
skull, and the skull seems to glow a little bit brighter. And you guys may notice this about. And as he continues to swing, because of Great Weapon Master, I'm going to use my bonus action to continue the swing into an uppercut. Oh, is this one dead? South of John?
Yeah, that's the one that you swinged at, right?
I swung at the one that I had already hit before, the one to the right. But we'll switch them around. He swung at that one and then uppercutted the other one with the same weapon.
Okay,
with
go ahead.
the bonus action. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Is this one advantage or not?
I'd say no, because it's a
Okay.
bonus action, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
100% sure on that one, but let's just say no for now.
And he totally misses, slamming into the wall, but threatening the creature nonetheless.
The walls crumble, the planks shiver, a bit of dirt falls down.
And
It is
the red skull slowly dims and loses its brightness.
I love it. All right. So, with one ghoul going down, the ghouls reassert the fact that pack tactics should still work on you, and they're very angry with you because you just killed one of their, well, they won't call it friend, but one of their mates. So they assail you, John. One steps forward, the other one still tries to claw at you. Both of them make one that already was biting at your weapon does the same thing again. He bites at your weapon. Hopefully getting more than that. Nope, he doesn't. It's a 9. So that's a 9, right? The other one claws at you for a 19.
Okay. I'm gonna take that hit. Yep. Yeah. That definitely hits.
All right, the claws hit you for 7 slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Constitution. I got a 18.
That's enough. Okay, you don't even feel the cold grasp of death touching you.
All right, and that's 7 damage, you said? All right.
7 damage of the slashing variety.
Now, this is where I have to ask a quick question.
Oh, yes.
I previously had 8 temporary hit points from a previous engagement because of the Twilight thing. Does that persist, or was that gone by now?
You didn't do a short rest since that's 8 hit points, right? So then you still should have it.
Okay, cool. Just bear in mind. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, good question. But yes, that should persist because you didn't do a short rest since then. The other ghoul that has since joined in can make its way all the way over to Casariel, mashing through the rest that is over there, crawling along the wall and standing in front of Casariel, makes a swipe attack with its claws to you for a 18.
That's my armor class.
So it hits. That is 7 slashing damage and a con save.
All right. Come on, baby. 18. I thought it just was an 8, but it's not. It's an 8.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
You don't even feel...
hold on. That's a 20.
Yeah, you don't even feel the cold grasp of death, but you do take 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
All right. Casariel, how do you react?
Well, first I remove those 7 points from my temporary hit points. Yeah, it's my turn.
Yes,
okay, all right. So I first of all, I feel like I saw the blood from John's hit kind of splatter against the wall behind me, and then a little bit of a glow, and I'm kind of like, what was that? That's weird. I never saw John do that before. But then a ghoul's in my face. So, oh good. I was getting a little bored. In this exploration that we're doing, I'm so glad you're here. I'm just gonna take my shield and I'm gonna bash him in the face.
Okay.
So that would be an unarmed strike? Question mark?
If you just want to do it with your hands, then yes.
I want to bash him with my shield. I don't really know how to do that because I am a caster, but he's in my face.
Yeah, you don't really have an attack for that. The fighters have like multiple things for that.
We ruled it as like an unarmed attack.
Yeah, let's just make it unarmed for now.
Okay. So I have 0 as my damage. Oh, modifier. Okay, so I got a 12. Is 12 hit?
I believe that. Yeah, that just hits.
Okay. And is he under fairy fire still?
He wasn't to begin with. He was around the corner.
Great. Okay. So 12 hits. So I'll roll damage. I'm gonna roll different dice. That dice not doing great. Oh, that's a natural 1. So that's 1.
Right. That's still 1.
Yeah. I really want to be badass. I have to work on this. I've got to get John to teach me to fuck people up at close range.
Anything else?
Gosh, level 3. Nope, that's it for me.
All right.
I'm just gonna keep my shield
Carla.
up.
Oh shit! Good luck, big man. And I'm going to kind of push John even further towards the ghouls and finally cast guidance on him. And I'm going to step further back. Yeah, I'm going to. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. So I can move. Okay, that's 15, 20.
Yes.
25 feet. I'm gonna move there. So I'm gonna cast guidance on John and just dart back.
Okay.
The corner.
So guidance is on John. Carla,
Yes.
where you're standing right now, the ground underneath your feet gives way, and you fall into a pit. I'm so sorry. There's a spike trap over here. I
Do I
need
even
you.
get safe against it?
Well, there is. Well, not against the falling, but against the potential damage. I need you to make. Let me have a look. Oh no, there's no save against it. No, I just need to roll your damage. I'm sorry. That is 3 plus that's 14 damage total.
Oh!
I'm down. Carla darted around the corner and immediately got knocked out.
Did
She's down in this pit now.
Did she like make any noise, or was there a crashing sound or anything like that?
You should have heard the fact that the ground gave way, and I
Okay.
imagine hitting. It's a spike trap, so there's spikes at the bottom. That hurts like an M. So that should have at least made some noise.
As she sort of she kind of patted you and started like backing away because she had this idea in her head that she was going to swing around to get like try and kind of get towards Casariel without reaching ghoul range. So you hear her kind of back away a little bit. Then she's out of sight, and then you hear as she crumbles to the floor. And
Okay.
she's down. You don't hear anything else after that. Thank you, dope. Oh, shit.
Okay, John, you're up.
All right. The one to my right is the one that's already heavily damaged, right? Like I connected with
yes.
him with the divine smite, and then the one south is not.
No, the other two seem to be in fighting spirit.
All right. I heard her pat my back, and then I heard a crashing sound moments later. So John's going to feeling the guidance, feeling that surge of confidence. He's going to take a swing at the south one, and it's going to be a great weapon master attack. And this one was with advantage. The south one.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And I'm going to use that D6. Is it D6 for guidance?
It's a D4
Oh, D4.
currently.
Oh, guidance. Right. Not the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not inspiration. Not yet.
You got an 8 with advantage and guidance.
That
God.
does not hit.
So he's going to swipe at it, and as he's swiping at it, turn down the hall and start running towards the crash and say, Casariel, disengage. And he's gonna take whatever opportunity attacks and run down this hallway, looking for wherever Carla might have gone.
Make me... Heck. Give me 3 d6s.
All right, 3d6s, got it. D6s is a 10 situation. I got a 6, a 2, and a 3.
Okay. The ghoul that you swiped at had to rear back in order to not be hit, therefore is not allowed to make an opportunity attack this time. The other two will.
All right.
One does that for a bite for a 10, so that misses. The other one also does it for a bite for a 10, so that misses.
All right.
You're fine.
So I've moved, I think this was 15 feet. So at this point, at 10 feet, I still have my lit weapon. Can I see which way she went? Can I see the hole?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Like on one side there's stairs going down, on the other side you see a gaping hole which just looks unnatural, like unlogically there.
Okay, so
the hole itself is, let me check, is 10 foot deep. So standing on the edge you should be able to easily see it.
all right, so I've already, I think I've done all the action that I can do, but I'm gonna reach in next turn.
Yeah. All right. The ghouls are again. Casariel, the one next to you, will try to make a claw attack against you for a natural 1, so it claws itself.
Oh,
It's up in its face.
That is very painful. As a matter of fact, I said it, so I'm gonna have to roll with it. I actually need to do a con saving throw now.
Oh, so funny.
That's it. How much bonus do I get on ghouls? Let me check. I don't have a lot of con. No. He fails.
wow!
Oh God.
Okay, we
That's
needed
funny.
that. We needed that so bad. All right.
Yeah. I'm sorry for fucking up, guys.
No. This is fine. This is
Creative rolling. It's a 5. The ghoul swipes itself and blacks himself out. He's paralyzed for the foreseeable future. The other two will try to pursue you, John. So let me see. This is 20. Which I think is their movement. 30 even. Yeah, so they're going to try. There you go. The one will try to attack you, John. That is the one that was still heavily bleeding. And it will try to do so for a 14.
That will not hit.
All right. Top of the round, Casariel.
I'm imagining as he turns the corner and it tries to get, it's like snapping at him and slams into the wall as it misses him essentially as he goes around the corner.
Yeah, because these buggers are like quick. Like, they're like this really skittery, runny kind of thing. So
Oh my gosh, that's the worst kind of zombie. Okay. Yeah. All right, so I imagine that I just deflected the first swipe, and I'm just getting ready to defend my life, and he just like goes limp. So that's curious, but Moon Maiden is grand, and I'm just gonna excuse me, sorry, and kind of like skitter, but kind of by him. So I'm gonna come this way. Oh, excuse me, sir. Pardon me. Thank you. Sorry. I'm gonna come. Actually, I'm gonna stay here. I'll stay here. And then I am actually going to. I'm gonna fall quiet, and I'm just gonna start speaking a prayer in Celestial. And you can see that I'm kind of conjuring a silver light on the floor. And as I finish the prayer, the silver cylinder of light that is centered in the space between the two. So it's a 5-foot sphere, but it's gonna hit both of them.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam, and a 40-foot cylinder of bright light just radiates towards the top of the ceiling. So that is a charisma save. I'm sorry, a constitution save.
They're still no good at that. Charisma would have been even more fun because they got like a minus something to that.
I know, I was excited when I thought it was
not that charismatic, who would have thought, right? So a constitution save throw of how much?
13.
13. One saves, one does not. So let's say that the one that saves is the one closest to John.
Okay. All right, so that's going to be 2d10 damage. Okay, so that's not great. It's 5 damage to the one that did not save. But it stays there.
All right, and the other one gets 2 damage, right? Because, well, rounded up 3, right? Because he saves, so he gets half.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so the one with 5 gets hit and takes a punch. There we go. That is, yeah. And the other one, believe it or not, is disintegrated by your moonbeam.
Yes.
You guys are so lucky today. I'll get you. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so I'm actually, since the guy next to me doesn't seem responsive, I'm gonna take some cover right here and just hold my ground.
All right.
That's it.
Carla, I need a saving throw from you.
Alrighty. 17.
Okay, it's 1 save.
Let's go.
John.
Okay.
All right. So what does this pit look like? How deep is it?
This is like a very crudely dug out of like raw earth, right? Just a crudely dug pit with wooden spikes planted at the bottom, a couple of which resemble a kebab with Carla on it.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Carla Bob.
So it is an action for me to use lay on hands. My envisioning was that he's reaching out to help her with his left hand, the one with the moon symbol tied around it. And as that touches her skin, it's going to imbue her with 5 health points. Now, it's an action to do that. Is there any way for me to get her out, or could that be the next turn?
Well, my issue is the fact that the pit is 10 foot deep. How are you going to reach
10
her?
foot deep. All right.
You have to touch her?
Yeah, lay on hands.
If you want to crawl down, like you know that the pit is there right now, if you like lead yourself over and slowly crawl down or let yourself fall down a little bit, I'm going to allow that without falling on the spikes. Like you can see now how the trap is contrived.
All right, well then he's totally going to jump right in and essentially like try to pick her up, but in the process, you know, five healing points into her. And so however do you rule that happen?
No need for a check because it's only 10 feet and like you are military trained, so you don't do an athletics check once you just crawl down a hole that you can easily see. But you are down there now. That is one thing.
Cool. Okay. Yep. I'm down in the pit. I've applied healing, and whatever she does is on her.
All right.
Thank you. She gasps awake.
Come on, Carlo. This is no place to die.
Oh, thank you.
Is that the end of your turn, John?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, move your token over to Carlo then, because you're
sure.
basically on the same spot.
Okay, doke.
Wonderful. We have one more ghoul. That was... He'll try to get over, because he was pursuing you. He stands at the top of the pit, doesn't want to come down, and then runs back, which is 1, 2, 3. He can make that, so he will run back to Casariel and make a bite attack against you for a 13.
I block it with my shield.
Awesome. He loses a teeth in the process.
Yeah.
Awesome. Top it around. Casariel, your turn.
All right, I'm going to big fucking mistake. Dirtbag, and I'm gonna. That's a good one. Dirtbag. All right, so I'm gonna move my moon beam to right between these two fuckers and try to get them both in it. So I'll move to the space between them. That is a con save, please. 13.
13 Constitution save. Nope, that's a 6. So what happens?
Ah, okay. So they should both have to roll because I'm gonna move it to the space in between them.
6 and a 10 then.
No, they both lose. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay, hold on. Please don't roll a 3 and a 2 again. Thanks. Okay. That's better. Yeah. Okay, it's a 1 and a 9. So 10. 10 damage to both of them.
10 damage to both of them. Right, you are. One is profusely bleeding. The other one is as well. Yeah. So they're both really bleeding. Like the black bile is just starting to pour out of every pore and orifice they have.
Yeah, the moonbeam is like almost like a purple fire. So they're just almost like both on fire. And I go, told you. Big mistake. That's it for me.
Carla, you're back up on your feet.
Okay, I'm going to kind of like just look up at John, kind of like, thank you. And just to be safe, I'm going to kind of like scrub like my head and cast Cure Wounds over, sort of like trying to like get myself back. So I'm going to on myself. Because holy fuck, do I need that? Okay. It's a D8. Where's my D8s? I don't use those ever. Okay, not bad. Alrighty, so I can heal now for 6 health. And can I try and get out of the pit? Like, can I be like, give me a hoist up?
Yeah, you're a halfling, so it's going to be tricky. But since John is down there, I'm going to allow. If you're going to climb via him, I'll allow it. Because John, you're like 6 foot, right?
Basically, yeah. He's about 6 feet tall, especially with his boots on and everything. So.
Yeah.
Or does Carla actually just climb?
That's exactly how I have it in my mind. So if you want to do that, Carla, you can go right ahead.
I'm going to ask John, give me a boost, and I'm going to like stand on his shoulders and start clawing my way out, because I make it to about 7 feet, but there's still like with like standing on top of John, it's like 9 feet. There's still 1 feet that I have to claw, so that's what I'm gonna do.
So that movement itself, in total, I'll just count that as a flat like 10 feet. So the rest of your movement you can still use.
Right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna stand here then. Try and enter back into the fold, just like, Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stand right above the pit and help John if he needs me when he tries to get out.
All right.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Mr. John.
I'm going to essentially, having just like lifted her up, he's going to climb up and then with her help, essentially try to get out and be up there as well.
For you, is also just 10. It's just also just 10 feet off of your movement, but you are free to move.
So then at that point, 1, 2, so that's 10, 3. Can I get here?
You're gonna make it. Yep.
Awesome. So yeah, he'll thank you, Carlisle. See you at the battle. And he'll rush forward. He'll see these two like on fire, and he's just gonna do a rushing tackle on the first one in front of Casariel, and just like basically he's gonna shove it into the next hallway to try to impose himself between them.
All right. That's going to be an opposing strength check.
All right.
Come at me.
Okay, he's kind of feels drained from climbing, and he gets a 6.
Oh, well, he's still going to get it because you rolled a 2.
Oh, so John, he kind of like slips as he's rushing forward and stumbles into him instead.
So, do you want to work him to the ground, or do you want to push him away?
I wanted to push him away from Casariel, essentially.
5 feet back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I get a swipe of opportunity if he's pushed? No, not if it's
oh no, if it's pushed, it's not. No,
Not
we
if
looked at this
Yeah.
in the device by people.
not
No,
if
you
it's
do not.
involuntary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
Sorry, just a knee-jerk reaction.
He's just trying to get him away from his friends.
That is very funny. The fact that this is the second time in a very very short time span that we encountered this. We shove our enemies quite a bit, apparently.
You got each other's backs. That's my boy.
All right, that concludes it for you, John.
Yes, I'm done.
All right. The ghoul heaves back on his feet and rushes back at you with a claw attack for a 19.
All right, this time, John's had about enough of this, and gripping the weapon, you see the blue eyes flash, and it's sort of, he's gonna cast shield, but it's gonna miss. But instead of being like a shield of energy, you see the ghoul sort of like almost not lose interest in the attack, but lose energy and misses out of despair.
I love it. Despair on a ghoul. Yes. You shouldn't have. Awesome. Okay, so misses. The other ghoul is still paralyzed over there, rethinking his life or death choices. In this case, maybe.
Do a mistake.
Casariel, your turn.
All right. So, quick question: did I notice this strange weapon doing crazy things? So my passive is a 13.
He's not.
I don't want to
hiding
use
it.
my action
No,
to perceive it,
On the
but I'm just
13?
wondering. My passive is 13. I don't want to use an action to try to perceive it, but like, did I notice that something weird's going on with that weapon?
You notice that the weapon itself was very effective. With a 13, you notice that the weapon itself was very effective in channeling John's spell.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'm again just I'm going to look at him and say, "Oh, welcome back to the party, princess," and then I'm going to fire up another flame of moonbeams in a circle.
I have been running back and forth in this battle.
Oh gosh. Okay, that was very. Oh god, I rolled the table again. I'm sorry. Okay, that's a 2 plus it's not gonna do anything. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a con save. I don't even need to roll yet. I'm sorry.
Oh,
it's a
yeah,
con save.
that's true. Moonbeams are con saves. Like, they will hit automatically.
I'm so
sort of.
excited to roll it off the table twice, and then I rolled it 2. Thank God.
Haha.
It's because you keep
So
calling him princess.
one rolls
Yeah,
a
it
2,
is.
but the other one rolls a 3.
Oh no!
And I'm also going to switch out my D20 because one is a naughty boy and this is going to play.
None of mine are behaving well, FYI. Okay, that's 5. Do I get a plus anything on that? Let me just check. 5 plus anything, sir? No. Nope. Just so it's 5 damage to both of them.
All
But
right,
I
they're
hope
both-
the princess might have been a bad idea, but I'm still gonna smirk at him.
They're both being very, very hurt and all that, but they're still standing. They're still standing there, bleeding from every orifice they have.
I'm gonna after. So I just cast it. I'm just gonna go to him. Care to try to hit them? I'm just gonna hold my stance.
Carla.
Hey, I'm gonna sort of watch John dart past me, barely needing any of my help. Like, it very easily climbs out. Just kind of be like, okay, Lila, gosh, that didn't work. Get back in there. Try again. And I'm going to rush back towards the battle, dart again, kind of like behind John, just like I did before, using him partially as a shield, and attempt another swipe. This time I'm going to draw the silver blade again and use that sort of like as an arcing swing behind him to try and hit that ghoul.
Wait, I'm just kind of picturing you like underneath his legs, like
diving through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you have 3/4 stuff?
You're gonna cut off the ghoul's jewels. It's just yeah.
Plus 5 is 2. 13.
That hits. Yeah.
Oh, epic. Okay. So that's going to be a 7 damage to that ghoul. From behind, I'm gonna say behind John, not between John's legs. I think she's just a little bit too tall for that. Surprisingly.
You hit the ghoul like about the midsection, and your sword goes like in a swiping motion as if it didn't hit anything, and that ghoul's just standing there like, and then just slides off of each other in a total anime motion.
Omaewa Shindri.
You created 2 smaller ghouls.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else?
No. I'm going to. Yeah, good. Stay where I am. I'm going to stay kind of with the partial cover of John.
All right, cool. John, what about you? Your turn.
Yeah. So what's the deal with this ghoul up here? Is he still paralyzed or on the ground?
So he was paralyzed, but with the damage that you just caused, he is woken up again.
Okay. So John essentially is going to see the ghoul in front of him, slice in half. Good work, Lilacart. And then bring his stare down on this ghoul and just glare at him and stride forward and just essentially try to hit him with all his might. And he's going to use a great weapon master attack.
Go ahead.
All right. This isn't advantage, or is there anything on this?
No, because he's been paralyzed and everything. No.
Cool. So that is he's going to utterly destroy the floor underneath the ghoul.
Unfortunately, though, there was no hole dug over there, so yeah. And you leave a lasting resemblance in this dungeon.
And he'll essentially like impose himself between it and say, "Fire away!" And that's it.
All right. The ghoul itself is back on its feet, and angry and bloody and hurt and burned and all that he is. He uses the last of his powers that he probably has on a claw attack on you, which is a 19.
That's gonna hit.
All right. He will hit you for 7 slashing damage, and I need a con save.
Alrighty, first of all, 7. And that eats away the last of my temporary hit points and goes right into my health. And con save. Con? I got a 15?
You feel the cold grasp of sleep paralysis and death on you, but you manage to steer it off. Casariel finishes.
Finish him.
Finish
him. I'm gonna see that happen, and I'm just gonna look at John, and I'm gonna smile at him. I'm gonna clink my shield against his new weapon, and I'm gonna say, "Moonlight above,
chaos below."
And then I'm gonna I'm assuming we're gonna do rule of cool here, maybe, where he's like, we've done this enough, like as a team, where he's gonna like duck, and I'm gonna hurl a moonbolt.
Oh yes, go ahead. Yes.
Okay, which dice? I don't know. Please don't fuck me. Okay. That is a 16 plus 5. That hits, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Don't fuck me, please. Okay, that's a 6 damage.
All right. What happens?
Yeah, okay, so this is a fucking cool sequence, right? Like, I clink my shield up against his weapon, we have that, like, Silverstar moment, and then he ducks, I, throw, like, a side, like a spinning side moonbolt towards him, and then it hits him, and you can see his eyes just start to go purple, and it just breaks them all apart, like, completely shatters it.
Yep. Ghoul popsicle. Totally gone.
Yeah.
Wonderful. That would be the fourth and the final ghoul that you encountered, and as it just dissipates because of your moonbolt, all seems to be quiet again in this dungeon that you are.
I'm just gonna grin at John and say, how many is that for you?
Enough.
2 for me.
I got 1.
Catch up. Nice job there, Carla, by the way.
That was not a good job. I suppose I should thank you, John. If it weren't for you, I'm afraid I would stay in that pit.
Was there something around the corner? You look lovely, but also bloody. And
yes.
Keep your eyes out for traps, Casariel. This place is more dangerous than we thought it was. And Carla, don't worry. In the heat of battle, it's easy to lose one's head, and when something is concealed like that, it can happen to anybody. And so good work in the battle.
Better at finding traps, but yes, thank you, and good work, both of you. That was incredible, Casariel. I mean, the glowy light things. I didn't get to fight with you two last time that I sent you on a mission.
And she's really pretty awesome. Yeah. Should we take a little rest? I could maybe bandage you up a bit.
Oh.
Yeah, I need one.
We have that.
Recuperate. I need to get my thoughts out.
There was a.
Yeah, I feel
like there was a table in the. I feel like there was a table in that last room. We could maybe use that to barricade one of the entrances and be a little bit more safe.
Maybe do a bit of kindling. Some fire going.
So John's going to make his way back into this room and try to use what he can of the table to block up one of the entrances so that he can keep his eye on the other ones.
All right. Let's see. So in the room that you are right now, you've explored a couple. So you're going to barricade all of the doors because there's a couple.
No, just the one the ghouls came from initially.
Right, because where Casariel is standing, there is also an. As a matter of fact, Casariel, now that you're standing there with your sight, I'm going to allow you to see a little bit more down that hallway.
Okay.
Give me one moment. Come on, where's my brush? There it is. Okay, so you're gonna see down this hallway. It's a long hallway, and you notice that there are several entrances to both sides, but it's quite of a long hallway, if you will. It seems to be empty.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, I will be stealthy, so I'm gonna kind of put my back towards the wall and just peek around. And I'm just gonna give it's okay this way. So I'm assuming John barricaded the wall directly to our south. And then we've got 3 other walls. So we each should take a wall, and I'm gonna kind of just everyone take a wall. Keep your eye out while we rest. Okay. So then that means we've got the west, north, and east passages covered, and the south one is blocked. Okay.
Yeah, the one thing that you haven't blocked per se is there is an alcove next to where Carla is. There's a little opening over there.
I'm going to take a peek into it. I'm going to use sort of the wall as cover and kind of duck and try and see what's there.
Looking into that, it seems to be some sort of a very run-down larder.
So, John, you take the west. Okay. I'm going to do the hand signals, though, so take the west.
He's sort of going to set himself up and just sort of lean against the wall and massage muscles and bandage wounds, anything else to, just chill.
Carla, what do you see?
Yes. Nothing. It's just a larder, not used in recent times, it seems.
Is there any salt in there?
Oh, maybe. I'm going to... I don't want to fall into another trap. So I'm going to take... What am I going to take? What am I going to do? I'm going to take a piece of wood that I find off the floor. And I'm going to start poking at the ground as I move forward to make sure I'm not going to fall into a trap.
Perfect. Poking at the ground in front of you reveals absolutely nothing. It seems to be just packed dirt.
Okay, so then I'm going to enter the larder and start looking for salt.
Okay. As you look into the larder, you hear a very large hissing noise as a large worm-like creature stares back at you. Sorry, guys. Roll for initiative.
Damn.
Hit. Okay. What do you got there? I got a 23.
That is a lot.
I got a 5.
That is, for you, also a lot.
I got a 12.
Disrespectful. Rude.
What did you get, Cass?
12. Cass is better than Cassie.
Yeah, I know.
Cass
Cut
is
myself out there.
cool. We're cool, Cass. That's fine.
For those of you watching, by the way, but it's one of those running jokes at the moment. I am not allowed to call her Cassie, especially in that sort of southern twang, because when I do, I get whippets. So
Cool,
don't you do
sorry,
that.
it's cool.
You can do it.
And so now everybody's going to do it. It's cool. Let the memes
I'm so
begin.
sorry. Yes. All right. Got it. Carla, you can go first.
Alrighty. I am going to go, oh, for sake, and I'm going to pull my bagpipes out, and in a 15-foot cube in front of me, thunder wave this bitch. I'm taking no fucking chances. Yeah.
Perfectly fine. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay.
So
it's
that's a safe, right?
Safe. Yes. Sorry. Everything
On
just
what?
fucking closed on me. Everything closed on me. Give me a sec.
Thunderwave. Hold on, I got
Oh, technical difficulties. Let's go.
Hey guys, D&D Beyond is not our sponsor, but if they were, this would be a cool way to shout them
It sure
out.
would. Especially
We
how
do love
easy and
D&D
convenient it
Beyond.
is. It's a
We're also planning
constitution
giveaways, so
save.
if D&D Beyond would want to give away certain items, then we would love to be a channel through which you can, give your items away to potential new,
Alright.
content us.
So it's a
Sorry, go
constitution save of 12.
12. Okay. Constitution, I got a 16 total.
Okay, so I still get to roll damage, but you just take half of it. Alright.
Okay.
So that is going to be 2d8. I actually use a lot of d8s. I should just keep them out. Okay, where are you? Where are you bastards?
I learned after the last
Okay,
Divine
there you are.
Smite, I just keep one of them here.
Okay, so that is going to be a total of 8, so it takes 4 damage.
All right. It hurts.
Not that much, probably.
It's still damage. There we go. All right. The Gruk in the larder tries to attack you as well, and it does so with both a tentacle attack and its beak. Because it's a worm, but it also has a beak. Don't ask. I didn't create it. With its noodly appendages, it tentacle attacks you for a 6. So that's a no-no.
No.
With its beak, it tries to bite you for a 17.
That does hit. So I imagine I
That is-
bring the bagpipe up to kind of dart off the tentacle, and then the beak clamps down on one of my arms.
The bagpipe of shielding.
So yeah.
That will be a total of 5 piercing damage.
You know what's so
I-
great? I'm
so
down
bad.
again.
What, you're down again?
Down again. Total.
Yeah.
You're
How?
down from
How?
5 damage? Holy shit.
I healed you
It's
5
not
and then
called
you
that
had
help.
6. Yeah.
Friend.
Right?
I didn't put my healing on. Sorry. Okay.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so I'm still up. Thank God. Okay.
I was like, no way, no.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I'm okay. I'm not that okay. I kind of go, oh, bastard thing. Okay. John!
What's over there? He's looking at
All
his. He's looking at his weapon.
Uh-oh. I believe the next one was. Let me quickly check. Cassie. I'll stop. Casario, you're
Sorry.
I'm actually gonna forego hitting the worm, and I'm gonna just moonbolt the dungeon master. So I see Carla go down. I'm gonna do like a sweet no slide for no reason at all, just because it would look cool. And I'm gonna touch her and cure wounds.
All right.
Which, let's see here, 1d8. Okay. Oh, that's a 7 plus 3 is a 10.
Woo! Okay, thank you.
There we go.
I'm now fully back up to what I am. Okay, that's cool. Cool.
Yep. And then I will use half my movement to get back up from my unnecessary but very cool slide. And yeah, I'm just gonna. Gosh. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna stand here and look at John.
Wonderful. So, just for flavor, I'm a DM that likes flavor. You guys previously explored this room, and I told you that this looked like sort of a dining room where the big table in the middle looked like it was a dining table. And people were eating sort of like apparently humanoid things, and they discarded the bones in all the corners of the room, and there was like piles of moldy bones. You just butt slided right into a pile of moldy humanoid bones. Take it home with you. John!
Yeah. All right. John is gonna see Carla take a bite, and he's going to vault over. So, did we ever have time to move the table? I'd imagine we didn't.
I believe you were.
That was why you used to barricade.
I was in the process of doing it, but I think you went and investigated while I was doing that. So he's gonna drop the table. He was messing with the table over here. He's gonna drop that and then just rush forward. And as he does so, let me see if is this a. He's going to try to channel divinity, but instead of channeling divinity, what's going to happen is all 3 of the skulls on his weapon, their eyes will all flash green, blue, and red simultaneously, and he's going to look more determined at this worm and cast Hexblade Curse on it.
Lovely.
And so now, for 1 minute. Against the curse target, I have +2 to damage rolls. If I can score a critical hit on a 19 or 20, and I get a little health if it dies. So he's pissed. He sees this happen and he just rushes forward. Can I, if Carla can go through my space to attack, can I like stand over her or push past her a little bit to hit?
Yeah.
She's down, so yes, you totally can.
Oh, I don't think she's actually down.
I'm not down. I'm up.
Oh yeah, you're up again, but still, yeah. Okay. She's a halfling, so
cool.
Yeah.
So he sort of muscles over and stands over and just lays into this thing without Great Weapon Master, just a regular hit.
Go ahead.
Woo.
Oh God. I rolled a 4, which gives me an 8.
You hit the larder.
Yeah. So I'm
larder
pissed.
is very hurt.
He comes rushing over and just like attacks and slams into the wall above the creature.
All right.
How do I
that will
resolve
do a
standing
lot.
on Carla?
A step back.
Okay.
Anyway, there's not an opportunity attack in this case.
All right.
All right. Carla, you're up again.
Okay. I'm going to
Literally.
send the bagpipes back around my back because they're like, you know how like guitars are like attached to musicians, and sometimes they do like the spin. She can do the same thing with her bagpipes. She's going to do that and pull out the short sword and X across the wormy guy. It's 15.
Hits.
Okay. And that is going to be a 6 damage to this worm. 3 that side, 3 that side. She puts an X
Wonderful.
across its face.
It reels back in like a sort of like a weird sound in between, like a snake and an octopus. I think like it's a really weird sound.
Ugh.
It's hurting.
I don't know what an octopus sounds like, but it sounds like one if I ever heard one.
Yeah, that's
Just
filthy.
got really many tentacles. That's all I know.
It reels back from your attack and then lays back into you with both a tentacle attack and a beak attack. The tentacle
yes. I'm going
does
to
definitely...
also
Oh, yeah.
say that I've moved over to the side for partial cover, so it will get an opportunity attack. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it does indeed get an opportunity attack just once, but then I'm going to reiterate what I'm going to do. That's fine. The opportunity attack is a natural one, so that is a no-no. The Grick slithers out of the little hole that it was in, and let me d6 that. It attacks Casario with both a beak attack and a tentacle. The beak attack is a 13 plus. Hang on. That is a 17 total.
I block it with my shield.
Awesome. Think. Tentacle. It tries to noodly appendage you around the shields. For no, it does not even. It doesn't even try. I would scold it if I was his teacher. It is a 7, so that's a no-no.
Well, yeah, so I block the top one, and then I boom knock the tentacle away,
Yeah.
and then I grin at
The
John.
enemy world that you spawn from.
Good footwork. Keep it up, Casario.
Wonderful. Casario, your turn.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I would like to bash it with my shield again. I really need to get a weapon. That is a thing that I need to do. But since I don't have one,
You don't have a... Yeah, you do. You got a dagger.
You got your stuff back.
yeah, a D4 though. What did we decide that my shield? It's
Unarmed attack.
Unarmed attack.
So do I just roll like a? What do I roll for that? Because mine just is 0.
I think it's just a
So
0.
just a normal. Just a flat D20, and that's what it is.
That's what I'm gonna do then. I boom, boom, and then I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna try to just hit it with my shield again because it pisses me the fuck off.
Okay.
Ooh, that's 5, 6.
6 total? Nah.
Okay.
No. You hit it, but you hit it like in between its 4 tentacle appendages that it has, and it sort of like blocks it with that.
Yeah. Ugh, I just noticed that it has 4 appendages, and I really hate that. It's really icky, so that's frightening and terrifying.
Yes. No, it's very. This is a very filthy creature.
Yeah. Oh, don't like that at all.
Yes.
All right.
Like if you were trying to sell this place and the homeowners association would find out about this is really bad for your.
You might want to call pest control or something.
Yes, like it's like mice, cockroaches, long time of nothing, and then like gricks. That's bad.
Yep.
All right, John.
All right. He missed it on that, and it came out and took a couple of swipes at Casario. And as it's swiping, he's essentially going to almost golf swing this thing into the side of it because it's looking at Casario. So he's gonna do a regular attack.
Okay.
Oh my god! I rolled 4 twice. So that's he's gonna. Have you ever seen a divot like a golf pro hit and it hits the ground and then it just like stops there, and the weapon almost like you can almost feel a glare from the weapon to John. It's like, why are you hitting the ground?
Yeah. Why were you the one to pick me up? Holy shit.
All
right.
Yeah. At that point, I don't think there's anything else I can do.
All right, Carla.
I'm going to take the short sword and try to like shish kebab it
Cool.
through it. So that's going to be 15.
Hits.
Amazing. So it's going to be 7 damage
Beautiful.
to it.
Okay. It is starting to bleed from the puncture wound that you just made in its rubbery skin.
Yeah.
So as you pull the sword back, it sort of like wobbles, and you pull like quite a bit of blood and maybe some entrails with you.
Delightful.
Yes.
Yes.
It does not look good on
And
this
is it engaged with Casariel current?
Yes,
Nope.
it is.
Okay, so then I'm going to try and just move back just a little bit. Trying to use kind of like the just trying to move out of its range.
Yep. I'll allow it.
Okey-doke.
The Grick will. That was the end of your turn, right?
That was the end of my turn, yeah. I'm gonna go another 5 feet. That my end of her.
Seeing as you would want to just very fiercely damage the Grick, he is very angry with you, so he will turn around and move to try and get you. Kasari, you an attack of opportunity.
I'll try to swipe him with my shield again. That's a yeah, that's good. That's a 18.
It hits.
Yeah. Ooh. Wait. Okay, so I'm not rolling a d20 for damage. I'm rolling a d what?
You don't unarmed attack. Yeah, I don't think you roll.
Same
It's
as
just what you're-
damage.
Yeah, that should be a flat something, whatever it says behind that.
It's just your strength modifier.
Zero.
Yeah,
so it's not that much.
you don't do damage. You're not strong. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Or then I'll do it with my dagger. Like, you know,
Just get back here.
It's not gonna do any damage. Okay. That's 6 damage.
6 damage. There we go. All right.
But it's out of a cool leg holster. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, whoosh.
Yeah, it's like one of those really quick swipes. You know, you would almost pass for a rogue. Wow, you would be a very good rogue, by the way, Casario. If you would be interested in how good of a rogue she is, make sure that you go ahead and follow and all those things on all of our socials, because we might just have that for you in terms of content, because we've got a whole
Partial
game
campaign.
for you. Well, it's partial. True.
We only recorded
It's not the whole
like
thing.
part of it, but yeah, no, it's good.
Yes.
Enough of a game.
Casero did play, Marcel did play a rogue over there, so if you're interested in that, make sure that you follow us on all our
Fantastic
socials.
rogue.
Anyways, the Grick slides towards Carla. Its rubbery body getting another knife in on the back end as he slithers away. Carla, he does 2 attacks on you with a tentacle and a beak attack. The tentacle is a 10,
Done hit.
and the beak is an 11.
Done hit.
Okay, he's very angry with you.
She like whoop,
Um,
out of the way. Out of the way.
Nope. All right, Casariel, your turn.
Oh goody, you're far enough away now where I can really fuck you up. A purple sphere of light appears in my hands and I'm gonna moonbolt him. Which d20, please be good. Oh yeah, that's good. 14 plus 5. 19?
Yeah, that totally hits.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's a 9. 9 damage.
What happens?
Yes.
Don't fuck with my friends. Moonbolt and almost like in slow motion, John duck, and I'm gonna. The sphere of energy leaves my hands. John ducks. It goes over John's head. It hits the thing, and it just explodes.
Love it. It makes one final shriek as it indeed explodes, which is just stopped like mid-shriek. Like, ah! And there's just... Carla's covered in Grick goo as his job.
Sorry.
The goo that hits me, actually, some of it hits the weapon, and you notice the weapon kind of glows faintly red again, and I actually gain 4 hit points from that.
That is true. Hexblade weapon. Yep. All right. And with that, the room is quiet again.
What the shit was that? What the shit is that?
It looks like we
Okay.
weren't the only ones who were resting in here.
Is everyone alright?
Yes, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Ugh,
You know?
disgusting creatures.
At this,
Far too many tentacles.
John's gonna go back over to where the larder is, and he's gonna start like pushing on and like hitting anything that looks like where anything could be, just to make sure that there's genuinely nothing else in here.
It seems to be completely empty. As a matter of fact, there's nothing in there. This used to be an actual larder, but it's just, even the larder itself is just, there's nothing left here that is usable.
All right, so then he's gonna sort of back up and say, "All right, this side of the room seems relatively secure. I'll put up the table like I said I was gonna do, and you guys get some rest."
Yeah. Should we take a long one or a short rest just before we gather energy to go further? What should we
The
do?
long one down here is precarious. We could go back upstairs if we wanted to do that, but I think I would be fine with just taking a brief rest. But how are you feeling?
I could take a brief rest. I think I'm feeling pretty well. He's gonna look at the weapon again and just.
I feel pretty.
I feel pretty pretty confident. And
John breaks out. What just happened?
I feel pretty. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, so pretty.
I am.
Oh, that's copyrighted, right? Let's not.
From the
Not
little known
could be sponsored by.
Off-Broadway musical, sure, right? I am feeling like a lot of my energy is spent. So, do we know about how long it's been now since our last long rest?
Oh man, it feels like it's been an eternity. Your last long rest should have been when you were drugged by Lungari, if I recall correctly. So it's been a little while. If I would have to assess for you, it's hours, if not longer.
I don't have much left, and Carla's going to try to start doing kind of magic, and you'll see the sparks of purple just and fade out. There's nothing left.
So,
Sure.
Looking at the table, is there any way that I could take the 2 benches and actually use that and spend a little bit of time to try to barricade one of the other doors as well? So we essentially have 2 doors barricaded?
Sure,
There are
there's
beds
enough wood for that.
upstairs.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
And the wood isn't this wood isn't if you would have choice, this would not be the wood of choice to make a barricade, but it will suffice for now.
So how about this? I'll try to barricade as best as I can 2 of these doors, and then we'll keep an eye on the 3rd, and we can take watch. That way we should be relatively secure in here.
Just
All right.
yes, I need time to get this back. Otherwise, I'm useless to you. I mean, I have
Carla,
this, and I kind of pull out the sword again, but it's
You've
not like how you do.
You've more than proven your worth in battle, and if this will help you to feel more capable, by all means, we can take a rest here. So he's gonna barricade up the left and the south door, and he'll go ahead and spend the majority of time keeping watch on the northern door. Maybe get a little bit shut eye if Casariel's available. So
are you gonna do like a longer or short rest now?
I think we're trying to do a
All
long
right,
rest.
let's just talk this out just a little bit. Let's spitball this. Upstairs, we know there's probably not
There's beds.
as many hallways and as much possibility for danger. So should we just pop on up there and there's beds,
Yes.
or we can say, yeah. I mean, the watch thing is also a good idea. I mean, we'd have less, journey to make in the morning.
I think if we can be careful and try to avoid any more traps and any more of the creatures that might be down here. Yes,
There was the master bedroom upstairs that we stayed in for a little while, which I think we should stay again, really plot out what we're going to do next, especially, I mean, you two do such incredible battle strategies together. I think we need to do a little bit of planning of that as well before we delve deeper in here.
All right. Go ahead.
Let's head on up to the bedroom. We'll talk about, we'll share information, because this has kind of been a lot, right? Who knew? 2 kids, we just trying to help, They said there was a monster. Kids, they were right. So weird. But yeah, let's pop back up there and just barricade ourselves in the bedroom and make a plan.
Sure. All right, Casario, how about you take point? I'll bring up the rear, and we'll keep anything from sneaking up on us.
Sounds good. All right, and
So
I
you
will
want to
do
go back
so.
to you want to go back upstairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you move back towards the spiral staircase, which will lead you into the attic, and then you will go back down to the 2nd floor, to the level where the master bedroom is. As you move towards the spiral staircase, faintly in the distance, now that everything has died down again, you can still hear that muffled sound that you hear every once in a while.
There's illusions and tricks everywhere. Keep going.
You move to the second floor, and well, you're still positioned near the in this bedroom, but you can move yourself to wherever you want to.
Okay.
Back to Stoker.
Puppy boy. Wait.
It's
what?
still loading. There we go.
Okay, yeah. Right.
Stoker is indeed still on the bed, I believe it was. You asked him to stay on the bed. So as you come in, he's still lying there with those like really big puppy eyes, just laying there. And as you come in, it's just
there we go. I forgot how to exit the hallway. I was stuck. I was like, no.
Well,
how do they work?
Normally, like I always do, I'm clocking every sort of dark corner with my superb dark vision, and I'm also going to like check behind the. I'm doing like a good sweep of the room, like a good military sweep of the room, just make sure that we're alone.
And while she does that, he's gonna walk over here, grab the table, which seems a little bit more sturdy, I imagine.
Yes, absolutely. Like this room has been, it's been uncleaned. You know, there's cobwebs and whatnot, but the furniture seems pretty okay.
Okay. So yeah, he'll use that to kind of barricade up the doorway, and he feels pretty secure in this place.
Yes. Okay. You can. There is a door to the balcony, but it's a balcony, so you're up 2 floors. There's some windows around you, but other than that, yeah, the door to the hallway has now been blocked.
Carla is going to park up on the bed and with the dog and just kind of like sit there and lie there and really think over what's happened in this house so far.
Yeah. So, let's review, right? Share information, kind of brainstorm here.
There were undead downstairs, so whatever's down there is able to raise them. Ghouls are tricky. They form in dire situations, which means this house must have been here for a while. To say that they rose again. The children are ghosts, and ghosts usually tend to be there from unfinished business, which we know they had. They died of starving, and someone definitely locked them in there, and judging from the letters we've found, it was probably the owner of this house, Mr. Where'd you pull out the letter again?
Durst, I think?
Durst.
Mr. Durst. Who was doing stuff in service of this man Strahd.
I certainly hope that's him we're hearing down there. I'd like to meet him.
Too. Oh,
with my
too.
shield.
I just know whatever's creating that curse is using some form of dark magic, and we need to end it.
Yeah. I also fear that, judging from what those children said to us earlier, there is no way out of this house without lifting some form of curse.
All right, so what do we know about lifting curses, right? Usually when people are ghosts, what is it? Is salt, right? Doesn't salt help sometimes?
Salt rings can at times, though it's more for the ghosts that follow the religious practices that care about salt rings. They're a lot trickier than you'd think. Ghosts tend to be freed as long as you find how to finish the business that they left behind on Earth. Some of them are just here because they're here. Their soul has no option. But curses get broken in many different ways. They are essentially more complicated legal bindings, basically. I mean, there's some curses need to be fulfilled in order to be lifted. Some can be taken down at the root. Whoever cursed this house, we find them and kill them, or release their spirit, or finish whatever condition the curse was enacting, then we free ourselves, we free the children, and we figure out what the fuck is happening here. Because I don't like this one bit.
I'm sorry, say that again.
You're staring at your weapon. I don't think you're listening. This is important.
It's nothing. What's odd to me, what I'm very curious about is the children outside. They weren't the ones who were ghosts said that they never left. What happened to the children outside?
They were ghosts, I think. The child was able to pop his head. I think they're ghosts that lure travelers in.
Try to
When I
save him.
was my first ever case, it was a house in my village where young girls were being lured every 20 years or so, and they weren't seen again. They were lured there by the ghostly figure of a witch who used to live in that house. I think they might be the same situation. They lure people to the house in order to, I don't know, fulfill the curse, create more energy, kill. Ghosts are simple creatures. Sometimes they just want to kill.
My mother was here. I remember reading about it in my journal. It wasn't a lot of information, but I can't remember what it says. Till I find it, I'm afraid it won't be any help.
Yes. If we find that man, we might be able to find your journal too. The Durst fellow. Oh, well, whatever is.
Do you think he's down there?
Maybe
think he's-
or his ghost.
He must. He hid all of our things around the house. He must be.
There'll be time to look for answers later. If you want to get some rest, I'll keep an eye on the door.
Thank you, John.
All right.
So you're going in for a long rest?
Mhm.
Do you want to have a waking schedule, or are you all going to go fast asleep?
I think
We'll
I
do like rotational watches.
Yeah.
All right. So, how many hours per how many hours?
I'll take 4
So 8 hours is-
of an 8 hours. And just watch the door in from the recliner.
Okay. So just relax, but like
Right. It's essentially just
Obviously.
like kind of polishing the weapon also and trying to understand a little bit more by just sort of staring at it, but he's keeping an eye on the door as he's doing this.
all right. So you are first watch. Who's second? Who's third?
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
All right.
2 and 2.
Cool. So you can take your long rest soon.
What?
Devil's in the details, huh? So the first couple of hours pass uneventful, other than the occasional lightning strike that hits outside because it is still a bit stormy. It just passes rather uneventful. John, you are awake for the entire full hour of 4 hours, right?
Yes.
Wonderful. You just spend time looking around, contemplating whatever you want to contemplate, and cleaning your weapon. In the meantime, Casariel, Carla, you two are fast asleep. Can you roll me a d6, please?
4.
2.
Okay. Carla, you're sleeping well. No problem whatsoever. Casariel, as you fall asleep, your dreams are quickly filled with imagery of your mother, your journal, and various horrific depictions of things that you hope will never come to pass. You see John hanging from gallows. You see Carla spiked, like on a spike trap, but not moving anymore. You see Stoker downstairs, not moving anymore. It's really all horrific. You're sleeping, but this is a nightmare. Let's hope that the rest of the night will prove better for you. You wake, and you have your 2-hour wake right now, right? What do you do?
I will. I'll kind of just take John's spot, and I'll since I'm a little shaken when I wake, I'll Is John staring at that weapon again, by the way, when I wake up? Or do you wake me up?
I think he'll shake you. You were kind of mumbling in your sleep, and you don't often do that. You're typically very silent, and he'll kind of like gently sort of grab your shoulder. Sorry, you're not having a very restful sleep, are you?
Yeah, I think she like pops up like with a, and then she sees John and she just like wraps her arms around him. Oh my God. Hi. I mean, oh hi, hello, hello.
Sorry.
I was dreaming. Just dreaming. Sorry. My turn.
Yes. Here, go ahead. I'm gonna. He walks over to the door. He says, "I'm gonna post up here just in case anything happens. I'll be alerted immediately. But try to, keep an eye out. But also try to rest up. You seem somewhat unwell."
Yeah, no. I feel great. Fine. Yeah.
And he's gonna lay down in front of the door.
All right.
Like that.
Fair
like
enough.
he's not gonna lay down in the bed with Stoker and Carly. He's just gonna lay down in front of the door and try to get some shut eye.
All right. Casario, what do you do in your 2 hours of wake?
Yes, so I will take his spot kind of in the chair and just like lean forward kind of against my elbows against my knees and just keep sweeping the room.
All right. Carla, John, roll me a d6, please.
Another 4.
5.
Right. It's a rather uneventful sleep, but a resting one nonetheless. You both feel... Well, you don't feel, actually. It's just a dream. A dreamless dream. Your 2-hour shift ends, Casario, and you go and wake Carla.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for keeping
How you
watch.
feeling? Rested?
And she kind of like, and you see like the sort of like purple fog come out of like, her hands again. She's like, much better.
Oh. Ooh,
Much
careful.
better.
Watch those guns. All right. Great. Well, the watch is yours. We're just right here if you need us. So.
All right.
And
Carla,
she's going to
what
like
do you
hand
do?
you Stoker and go sit down. She's going to take sort of like a place on the rug. She's going to kind of like kneel down and take out her like quill and her piece of parchment, and she's going to like kind of jot down just points that she's remembering, stuff like that. She's not fully absorbed in it. She's kind of like looking around and occasionally writing down thoughts, but she's mostly keeping watch and doing that.
All right. Perfect. Casario, John, I need another d6 from you.
5.
I got a 4. I wanted something low so I could hear what happened, but okay.
Uneventful.
Oh, I rolled too
again.
high.
A dreamless sleep, but a resting one nonetheless. After your long rest, you all three are awake and energetic, and you can apply your long rest. Nothing serious happened for now.
Fantastic.
At least nothing that you will immediately notice.
Everyone feeling rested up?
Yes.
How did you sleep? All right?
Well enough for a dingy old decrepit house.
I feel well slept, but I don't feel as comforted as I normally do. This place has me feeling uneasy. I guess
Me too.
back into the depths.
We'll try to be smarter this time.
Mm-hmm.
We were smart before, but you have to be smarter. We'll keep an eye on the floor, and maybe someone will keep an eye on the ceiling to see if there's traps. We'll keep the paper trail going so that we know our way back, and if anything attacks us, we'll try to conserve as much energy as possible. Does that sound good?
That makes sense.
Okay.
All
Sorry,
right.
I've never really worked with a group before. It's quite strange. How do
It's all
people
right.
do this?
And I understand though. In the heat of a battle, it is easy to try to move quickly, and sometimes you lose your footing. So don't feel bad about that. It happens to everybody.
Still, I feel so stupid because of it. I mean, thank you for coming down and saving me. I appreciate it.
Of course.
No, none of this emotional business. Let's go.
Yep.
All right.
And they head on back.
Now, before you head on back, also looking at the time that we have right now, I would advise also a short rest for our audience and for ourselves for a quick bathroom break and getting some drinks and whatnot. Since we're about at the halfway mark. So I would say we will be right back in about, 10, 15 minutes somewhere else to dive back into the dungeon and see what we can do.
Alrighty. And we've got some lovely audio for you to listen to while we're taking our short rest, and let us know if everything sounds all right. See you in a moment.
And feel free, if you're on Twitch right now, so you're not watching on YouTube or you're on Twitch, feel free to chat with us, because as soon as we are back from our bathroom break and whatnot, we are available on chat as well. So ask your questions.
Talk to you soon.
Pop over to our Discord. Bye-bye.
Yes. Oh, yes. We actually, as a real quick note, we
of course.
do have two things in the Discord right now. We have a live hangout channel where you can actually hang out and voice chat and talk amongst yourselves and talk about what's going on, or just talk about D&D in general. And a live chat where you can chat if you're feeling like you don't want to use your mic. Totally fine.
Absolutely.
All right. See you soon.
We will be right back.
Bye.
Carla Lalacott, paranormal investigator, writer for the Violet Gazette and unwilling detective. Pleasure to meet you. Now, I believe you asked a question about my first investigation. Oh, I was but a child, 20 at most, when my dear friend, Lavender Cobblepot's sister, went missing. Lavender went to every authority in our village, every adult she could, and none of them would listen to her. Typical of authority types, you'll find. And suspicious types. See, it wasn't the first time a girl had gone missing under such circumstances, and if it weren't for Lavender's love of her sister, or my brilliant mind, I'm afraid it wouldn't have been the last. When Lavender approached me, I began digging into local legends, official records, and even began bribing elders for tales, until the truth reared its ugly head. A century ago, a terrible beast began prowling the woods nearby. Hairy and horrific, it stalked in the night, attacking watchmen in our quaint village. The attacks became more frequent until one day they just stopped. On that same day, Lara Frumplehop's hut on the outskirts of the village closed its doors to never open them again. Miss Frumplehop was the village witch that century, but after she disappeared, no other witch claimed her place. Instead, every 20 years, a young girl from the village would wander into the hut in the dead of night, never to be seen again. A witch, a beast, and the ritualistic disappearance of young girls, put two and two together. Clearly it was a curse placed by the vengeful witch during her dying moments so that no other witch would take her place. The only thing left was for Lavender and I to head to the hut, rescue her sister, and break whatever curse the place held. But this theory was proven to be false. The reality was much grimmer, and much more interesting. The witch had become a ghostly figure, luring young girls into the hut where the sleeping beast was contained. The girls were food to keep the beast sleeping. Sacrifices to protect the majority, according to the spectre of Miss Frumplehop. Sacrifices are stupid, in my opinion. Young girls shouldn't be murdered to justify an end goal of peace. This mystery, and this horror, sat under everyone's noses for years because of the complacency of the average mind. I became enamored with mysteries that day. How did the case end? Oh, rather simply. We found Lavender's sister missing a limb or two, but alive.
slit the sleeping beast's throat, and burn down the hut to free Miss Frumpelhot's spirit. Standard practice in paranormal investigation, as I've come to find. Since that day, I've wanted nothing more than to investigate every paranormal disappearance, every unexplained mystery in the world. I need to know the truth. But bills need to be paid, and ghost hunting equipment is quite expensive, so I work for the Violet Gazette as a writer, penning my cases when I can. And I've seemed to have gotten mixed up in quite a bit of police work as well, although it's not really my cup of tea. Now, though, I think I'm approaching my biggest case yet.
It all goes back to family, I suppose. When my brother died, my family's honor died with him. I never really cared for duty or prestige when I was younger. James was always expected to take up the Varenthal mantle. I was more of an afterthought. I never minded. It let me enjoy the warmth of the sun and the company of my schoolmates. But when James failed to return, it suddenly fell to me. The warmth of the sun turned into the cold stone floor of a library. The company of my friends turned into the rigor of training exercises with priests. I was to take up the vows, study Saloon and her teachings, and eventually try and bring honor to my family in service of Saloon. During training, I was told I showed promise in coerced conversion. That means knocking heads when somebody steps too far out of line. I was selected to try a more rigorous training method. Hooray for me. Tandra was my trainer. She brought me to the Silverstar grounds and showed me a lot of fighting techniques and styles. I tended to just whack things as hard as I could. She said it was an inelegant solution, but hey, it seemed to be effective, so I trained. A few months in, I had started to feel a bit more at home. The Silverstar training was far more difficult than I had experienced, but more interesting. Less history and prayer, and more direct and spirited. Learned how to take a beating, and how to dish one out. Learned how to resist interrogation, and less nice, learned how to enforce compliance. That's about the time I met Bartholomew. Somewhat less direct and more invested in his studies, we had fairly different methods. We became friends immediately. He showed promise in the application of various ceremonies, and I learned more from watching him practice than I did in my months of training as a priest. During a visit to a tomb to help hone my sensation of the forces of magic and Bart's ability to perform burial rites, the process went wrong. I left my weapons and shield above. If I had brought them with me and maybe been a little bit more vigilant, then something about the new entries into the crypts caused the spell to turn and breathe life into the bodies buried around us. Every corpse in the tomb suddenly smelled of undeath, foul and sour, and they fell upon me as we tried to escape. One of the sconces overturned, and we found ourselves in utter darkness. I grabbed the nearest rotting body and ripped its arm from the socket and proceeded to beat down each corpse that approached. I swung and I swung, shouting for Bart to run the whole time. Tandra heard, and when she opened the stair door, light finally poured in. She found me, bloody and surrounded by twitching corpses that I had beaten until their muscles pulled on pulverized bone. Bartholomew had not made it to the door. As the inciter of the ritual, they had targeted him and, well, he didn't make it. I learned 2 things that day. The dangers of the unholy magics that toy with the schemes of life and death. And that sometimes to protect that which you care for, you must lose sight of protecting yourself.
I suppose my life is something like a fairy tale, but not one of the happily ever after sort. I am told I was conceived in a place beyond this world. Not too terribly difficult to comprehend. There are many planes of existence that we know of, the very same way we know the skies are blue or the grass is green. They simply are. This place was not the sort that one would wish to visit, however. It is a place of darkness, populated with dark people performing dark deeds for an even darker purpose. A place of suffering, and madness, and monsters, and mist. Perhaps it should not surprise me, then, that I can often feel a darkness much like that inside of me. Allow me to start from the beginning. I am Silverstar Casariel Silverbrow, priestess of Saloon, daughter of Silverstar Celisaria Silverbrow, priestess of Saloon. You heard correctly, a 2nd generation Silverstar. Rare indeed. She is impossible to describe, my mother, though I suppose my paltry attempt will have to suffice. Beautiful, both in kindness of spirit and of body, almost blindingly so. Fierce, a capable warrior, and a force of divine reckoning when the need for it should arise. Wise, a true priestess. I have witnessed her counsel change people's lives for the better on many occasions. Something I have no talent for myself. I could go on, but suffice it to say, I adore her. She is my inspiration, my mentor, my idol, and, well, my everything. An impossible standard to live up to at any rate, though I do try my best. I never knew my father, though I am told he was quite handsome and brave himself. A paladin of Lathander, whom she met in a place she dares not name. We will call it the Dark Place, and as you may have guessed, it's the very same as the aforementioned. Farron Elcrest was his name. He made her smile through the terror of her experience there, and she says she'd loved him ever since the first time he did. There were many smiles to follow, despite the circumstances surrounding them, which were dire, to say the least. Most of it she will not speak of, but I have gleaned bits and pieces here and there, and much from the journal she left behind after her disappearance. Oh, that. On my 16th birthday, she disappeared without a word, without a note, without a trace. Much speculation has surrounded this sudden disappearance, but I know what happened to her. I believe she was taken back to the Dark Place. Somehow, the darkness found her. I was 16 then, child. But I'm a woman of 24 now, and I've spent my life training and researching so that when I find her, and I will find her, I will be prepared to face the darkness myself. Ever heard of battling fire with fire?
Carla Ella Lilacott, paranormal investigator, writer for the Violet Gazette and unwilling detective. Pleasure to meet you. Now, I believe you asked a question about my first investigation? Oh, I was but a child, 20 at most, when my dear friend, Lavender Cobblepot's sister, went missing. Lavender went to every authority in our village, every adult she could, and none of them would listen to her. Typical of authority types, you'll find. And suspicious types. See, it wasn't the first time a girl had gone missing under such circumstances. And if it weren't for Lavender's love of her sister, or my brilliant mind, I'm afraid it wouldn't have been the last. When Lavender approached me, I began digging into local legends, official records, and even began bribing elders for tales, until the truth reared its ugly head. A century ago, a terrible beast began prowling the woods nearby. Hairy and horrific, it stalked in the night, attacking watchmen in our quaint village. The attacks became more frequent until one day they just stopped. On that same day, Lara Frumplehop's hut on the outskirts of the village closed its doors to never open them again. Miss Frumplehop was the village witch that century, but after she disappeared, no other witch claimed her place. Instead, every 20 years, a young girl from the village would wander into the hut in the dead of night, never to be seen again. A witch, a beast, and the ritualistic disappearance of young girls, put two and two together. Clearly it was a curse placed by the vengeful witch during her dying moments so that no other witch would take her place. The only thing left was for Lavender and I to head to the hut, rescue her sister, and break whatever curse the place held. But this theory was proven to be false. The reality was much grimmer, and much more interesting. The witch had become a ghostly figure, luring young girls into the hut where the sleeping beast was contained. The girls were food to keep the beast sleeping. Sacrifices to protect the majority, according to the spectre of Miss Frumplehop. Sacrifices are stupid, in my opinion. Young girls shouldn't be murdered to justify an end goal of peace. This mystery, and this horror, sat under everyone's noses for years because of the complacency of the average mind. I became enamored with mysteries that day. How did the case end? Oh, rather simply. We found Lavender's sister missing a limb or two, but alive, slit the sleeping beast's throat and burned down the hut to free Miss Frumplehop's spirit. Standard practice in paranormal investigation, as I've come to find. Since that day, I've wanted nothing more than to investigate every paranormal disappearance, every unexplained mystery in the world. I need to know the truth. But bills need to be paid, and ghost hunting equipment is quite expensive, so I work for the Violet Gazette as a writer, penning my cases when I can, and I've seemed to have gotten mixed up in quite a bit of police work as well, although it's not really my cup of tea. Now though, I think I'm approaching my biggest case yet.
It all goes back to family, I suppose. When my brother died, my family's honor died with him. I never really cared for duty or prestige when I was younger. James was always expected to take the Barenthal mantle. I was more of an afterthought. I never minded. It let me enjoy the warmth of the sun and the company of my schoolmates. But when James failed to return, it suddenly fell to me. The warmth of the sun turned into the cold stone floor of a library. The company of my friends turned into the rigor of training exercises with priests. I was to take up the vows, study Saloon and her teachings, and eventually try and bring honor to my family in service of Saloon. During training, I was told I showed promise and we're back.
Break time is good, but D&D is better.
Yes.
We're back. A couple of things. First of all, we're going to have so much more fun, of course, because we have two more hours of D&D to play with together with you and with these wonderful simple. But there's another thing I also thought of. With the shout out that we're doing, I forgot one very important person, because the map that we're currently playing on is not from DM Andy. Most of the maps that we will be playing on are from him, and they're just so amazing. But the person that made the maps that we're currently playing on of the Death House, I have completely forgotten to shout him out. So Aeon Bar, thank you so much for your wonderful work on the Death House maps. They are wonderfully decorated. They're very detailed. They're beautiful. They're perfect. They're concise. They're all of that. I really like them. They are freely available through Aeon Bar's Reddit post. I believe you can find them as well as on the DM Maps website. And Aeon Bar, I believe, also does have a Patreon. So if you are so inclined, go ahead, head over to his Patreon and subscribe to him, because he does some amazing work. That being said, I feel that we should go back into the tale. Right, when we just left the for our personal short rest, you guys just finished up a long rest, and you guys were ready to go back into the dungeon. Was there anything you wanted to conclude up here, or should I take you back down?
Back down.
Yeah, as we're going, I'm just gonna say, I have a sinking feeling that something very, very evil is down here. So,
Is something happening? Is this the moment? Is this the moment that while we're going down, you say I got this sinking feeling, which is totally a dad joke. Therefore, roll for psychic damage. Did it happen? Did Casariel make a dad joke? Yeah, he did. Roll for psychic damage.
Okay, yeah.
Do.
Casariel's one funny MFer. So I'm sure
It's only one for me, though.
I got a 2.
All right. 2? Do I roll for my own psychic damage? Probably not, right? I mean,
I always roll for mine because they're hurtful.
Just so everyone watching knows, this is a meta thing. We're not actually taking this damage. Please don't let us take this damage.
Yeah, this is just
dad jokes are kind of our thing. So
yeah, soon, TM, we will be extending this as a sort of a service thingy,
service slash game
thingy.
Slash
all of you. If you are watching us live on Twitch, you can join in with rolling on the psychic damage. And if you roll a natural 20, you might just win some fabulous prizes, to be determined. All of that fine print, yada yada. We're working on that, but we will get back to you on that. Join our Discord for more information.
Our dice tables are not set up yet, but if you'd like to, please join the tavern, and you can chat along with us, or chat along with each other as you watch.
Yeah, and if you have a D4, you should just roll along with us just because it's fun. And you guys experience psychic damage too, so.
And guys, I'm keeping track of all the psychic damage I take. After 100 psychic damage, I'm quitting. No! I'm never coming back.
Only 100?
Yes, and you can't quit because our lobby doesn't have any exit doors. So sorry about that. But there is a poster with a cat saying, hang in there. So there is that.
Which just gives you more psychic damage.
That's true. You might have to roll again. I'm sorry, everybody roll again.
Okay, so everyone roll again.
If you're my age or older, you will know what that meant. If not, sorry.
3.
Another 2. That's 4 total.
We know the hang in there.
Anyway, if you know the hang in there posters, you guys, in chat, just give us a little thumbs up or something, just so I don't feel alone.
How about the angry monkey that says, I hate Mondays?
All
right.
Also that.
I can't do this. I'm not doing it. I'm out.
Back into the depths.
It's not your genre. That's okay.
Yes.
All right, we need more ghouls to distract
going down
us.
on the Death House. Yes.
Right. Anyway, so as we're going down, what was I saying? Oh yeah. I think there's a big danger down here. So save your energy. We can do this. We can do this.
We can do this. Yeah. We have to. Someone has to.
One more thing I have to ask. When you go down, because you get to go back up to the attic and then go down through the spiral staircase, are you leaving Stoker here again on the bed for now?
Yeah. This place is safe.
Oh.
All right.
I'll look back to him and I'll say, do you want to come? Oh. Come on then. What are you waiting for?
You want to take him with you?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Sorry, might be in danger down there.
He might be in danger up here. No danger.
All right, I guess let's bring him.
He's made it this long. Perhaps
Is
he'll be
this the
helpful.
only alive? Wait a minute. Is this the only alive thing in this house? Has this dog been
Well,
the only
there's-
thing that's been a?
What's your definition
Barring
of
you
alive?
three, so far, yes.
There's a broom upstairs that's rather lively.
It doesn't have a pulse, I don't think.
Okay.
No, but this house seems like it's been abandoned for years. Those children were starving for enough time to die from it. And this dog is just alive in here. Why didn't we think about
Okay.
this before? What?
Are you
I'm
going
going
to
to
try
pick
to
up the
kill
dog
us?
and look at it. I'm going to look at it in its eyes, and I'm going to look at John. I'm like, you can tell when things are evil, right? You do that. You reach out. You can feel it with your gut, right? Is this evil? I'm going to hold the dog out to him.
Right. John sort of, he's going to, from now on, whenever he does divine sense, he's going to sort of hold up the weapon, and if anything triggers it, one of the eyes will flash. Is that okay?
Sure.
All
Yeah,
right, so
I like that.
he'll say, all right, I feel more confident.
Don't bash his
holding
head
this.
in.
I'm not going to.
Like, if it's just a dog, I don't want you to hurt.
He's
It's
holding
evil.
he's holding it by like the top of it, not in a threatening pose, and he closes his eyes and opens himself up. And does he feel anything?
So you're effectively casting
Divine Sense.
Divine Sense, right? Yeah. Okay.
Undead, evil, or celestial.
Yeah.
Fiend.
Oh, Carla, damn your investigative skills. John, you reach out and try to feel what might be wrong with this dog, and you feel absolutely nothing. It's just a dog.
What are you
Not-
two doing?
Is it
I think-
evil?
Carla had a good hunch, but I'm not feeling anything. Nothing like I felt before when we were by
Why
that
don't you
hanging
just ask
corpse.
him? Just ask him.
What? Ask
So
the
okay.
dog?
I'm gonna go behind Carla and just look at him. She's holding him, right? Are you going to try to kill us?
He licks your face.
Oh, well, there you go. I've got an passive insight of 15, but I'd also like to roll an insight check, please. On that lick.
Okay.
Wait, what? What are we doing? We're inciting. I love this.
I just
love this.
I just want to make sure the dog's not trying to butter me up, you know?
D&D has been played for the last 30, 40 years somewhere, all across the world in hundreds of thousands of games. Still, I would like to bring to the challenge the fact that I think this is the first time someone tries to insight check a dog.
A dog,
That being said,
not
go
just a
ahead.
dog licking their face. It's like, was that a good lick or a bad lick?
Yeah.
I got trust issues, you know? Hashtag
If it's not
can't help
So
it.
what's your skill?
actually inclined
I'm just-
the way.
okay. Oh,
Go ahead and roll it.
all right.
What's up?
So insight is 16 plus 5. 21.
Wow, 21. This is a really cute pug, and it seems like all he wants is to be loved.
Cute buddy.
How is he
I'm just gonna
so
give him a little
funny?
scritch for the kiss. Listen, you two are way too suspicious. Let's go back downstairs. Are you going to be quiet, Stoker? Hmm? Oh my god. Well.
Okay, the dog
This
can come with
dog
us.
is too
I suppose.
cute. Ah,
It's amazing.
All right, he shall come with you. While you go and move about, I will quickly grab the token, so go ahead.
All right, so we quietly head back downstairs. What's our order here? I'll go first. Talon, Patul,
I'll be in the
John.
middle.
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
All
I'll
right.
take up the rear guard. Actually, Casariel, yes, you can see better. If you could light up my weapon here, I might want to take up the front just in case. You can shoot things. I tend to just whack. So if you would like,
Yeah.
to
Oh, hang on.
That's a good
One
point.
quick question. Like, I believe everything that you have explored already has been gone on your screen, right?
for the most part, except for the
Yes.
larder and one of the corners.
Yeah, hang on. That shouldn't be the case because you did explore it already. So let me just quickly reload the scene.
I was worried that there might have been changes. I was like, oh god, there's things
No,
there now.
don't worry. No,
Ooh, it
should
changes
be-
me.
Is the paper that I left as a trail still there?
Oh, I forgot.
Like I
did
left
that.
trails of like tiny little papers on the way out. On the way around.
Yes, it has been untouched, so that should still be
Okay.
there. We're gonna reload it. There you go. That looks so much better. Yep.
There's still some areas to the left that I believe we went to with the well and
Yeah, I'll open that up as
All
we
right.
like. You go ahead about your business.
Okay. So do you guys want to go?
No, all right. No, I'll let you go in front. I just was
Well, did you want to go south?
Wait, how many have you killed so far? That's 3 for me. So.
I'll catch up.
Have one.
How many Carlas have you saved? Oh wait, you unpossessed her. Never mind. We don't need a fight. God damn it! And he's gonna sort of stalk south.
We don't need to keep track. Oh
No. Yeah, he's just gonna sort of stubbornly just ignore you and start walking south. Oh, Stoker is attached to me.
Hey, John, this way.
He's going south to the room that we just cleared.
Oh, all right.
Let's go further down.
That is what you already checked. Okay. That should be it, right? Yeah, that's correct.
All right. So at this point, when they get to this kind of juncture, I think that was it. When they get to this juncture, he's gonna slow down a little bit and hold the light up and walk a little bit more cautiously. He's not really that proficient at looking for traps or anything, but he's gonna keep his eye out for loose ground and anything that could move.
Mm-hmm.
And keep going down this pathway.
All right. Around the corner, the pathway turns into another corner. Just like last time.
The corner
corners are our
saga.
friends.
Yeah. He'll go around and keep looking.
All right.
Carla will sort of stay close to him, just like
Around the
behind
corner,
him.
it seems that it opens up into another large room. You see a table in the middle of this room, and you see a chandelier suspended above this table. You see 2 high-backed chairs that flank this table, and an empty clay jug with 2 clay flagons on top of it. There's some iron candlesticks in the corner, and the candles that are on there have long been since melted, so it's just wax and nothing more. Seems rather undecorated. There's 2 exits to this room, other than where you are right now. There is one to the west, and all the way at the south end of the room, there is a doorway that leads east. That seems to be an actual door, however, the rest seems to be open.
Is there anything that looks immediately threatening in this room? Like
if you're very scared of chandeliers, then yes. Otherwise, no.
All right, I've overcome my fear of chandeliers, so I should be fine. And he'll take a couple steps in to allow the group to come in.
Is the sound that we've been hearing louder or more faint?
It is roughly about the same kind of sound. It is continuous in the background. Every once in a while, you just hear this sort of like muffled chorus.
So it doesn't. There's not a clear direction where it's coming from. It just is appears every now and then.
Echoes down the hallway, so it's hard to pinpoint where it comes from.
Got it.
Anything worth hiding is usually behind a door, so maybe we should go down the door. What do you think, John? And Casario?
I think the dog might be able to suss out danger before it
Don't
approaches.
you have that creepy skeleton hand thing? And use that to open the door. You know, so you're not right next to it, because we wouldn't want you to go down again. I say from around the corner.
Yes.
You know, you're so vital to the group.
And I'll call upon my mage hand, and you see the purple fog swirling on the floor as it bursts out and claws its way towards the door.
John's gonna ready up and just watch the door, essentially.
Yep, and I'm watching this corridor, ready to cast if I need.
So what does your mage hand do? Like, does it try to turn the knob? What do you do?
Yeah, it like burst up right beside the door and then reach out, and first it'll try to just push to see if it's open, and then if that doesn't work, turn the knob and try to open it.
Right. So your mage hand goes for the door and tries to push it, and as it pushes it, the door itself tries to bite down on the mage hand. Roll for initiative.
Oh, exciting! We're fighting a door.
Every initiative roll has been successively lower this for some reason.
That is good. I mean, that's so terrible for you. Oh, God, I'm so sorry for you.
13 for me.
18 for me.
3.
Casaria, you said 13, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Carla, seeing as it was your mage hand after all, and because you rolled the highest, you can go first. Instead of a door, there is a door-shaped mimic trying to bite down on your mage hand. What do you do?
Oh, goodness, that's not quite good at all. I'm going to take out one of... I'm going to move slightly to this side, here, and I'm going to take out one of my daggers, and I'm going to throw it at the door.
Cool.
I'm also going to dispel my mage hand. Yes, but okay, so what will I roll? An attack?
If you throw your dagger, it's basically just a normal attack. Yes, if well within this range, especially. So it's just a normal dagger attack. You just lose the dagger for now.
Okay, that's a dirty 20.
That hits.
Okie doke, and that is this. That's a 6 damage to that door.
Got it.
And it lodges within it. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yep. No, go ahead. Like, it's your damage, so feel free to tell me what happens.
See, I'm gonna and as I spin it forward, it just bursts through the hand as the hand dispels and just lodges in the wood and just kind of stays there.
Cool. All right. The mimic itself is not very happy with that and slithers forward, churning back into sort of his normal shape, which is a chest. It slithers forward towards John, and it uses its tongue to try to grab John around his waist. Yeah, it's very filthy. And it does so with I know this, 22.
That definitely hits.
Yeah. That's 7 bludgeoning damage, and you are now adhesed to the mimic. It basically means that you're grappled.
Alrighty. What does that mean? What does grappling mean?
So grappling means that you are attached to it. You can't move away from this creature. You can attack it, however, but attacking it would impose a disadvantage on your attack unless you're trying to wrestle yourself free, which would require an action. Okay. So you are a melee character, so you might as well stay where you are right now. It's just you have disadvantage on your melee attacks. So that's annoying, but that's it. And he will probably try to chew down on you because he wants to eat you.
All right. So is it my turn now?
No. Because you rolled a 3, so it's Casario first.
Yeah, I mean, everything sounds like it's going great in there until I hear some ruckus, and I peek around the corner.
A door!
Oh, shit. And so I will, ball of purple energy appears in my hands. I'm going to, around the corner, just moonbolt it. Okay,
all right, go ahead.
Don't fuck me. Team plus 5. 21 to hit.
Hits it.
Okay. Thank you. 7 damage.
Mm-hmm. It's applied.
Yeah. So it just bursts out and on the chest door chest mimic, and then I just pull back around the corner to hide.
All right. John, you are grappled.
All right. I'm being attacked by a chest of doors. I'm gonna go ahead and what is the action to try to get loose?
That will be a strength check.
Okay. And it's my full action, right?
That is a full action, and it, of course, depends on whether or not you want to, whether or not you can actually get loose.
He's gonna try to just like grab the tongue of this thing and try to rip it off of him and use a strength check.
I like the description, but clarify for me if that is counting as an attack or as trying to get loose.
He's trying to get loose. He's just trying to rip it off of himself.
All right, perfect. Then I need you to make indeed a strength check.
Alrighty. Dirty 20. 18 plus 2.
That's enough. You get loose.
Sweet. So yeah, he rips it off of him, and he's not going to move anywhere, but he now is capable of moving, and he's just going to ready up for an attack and be done with it.
All right. Top it around, Carla.
All right. Seeing that John has kind of freed himself from it, I'm going to start kind of making my way towards this, pull out my sword and try to slash sort of down it, especially down the middle of this mimic. For a quite good 21 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so I'm going to and that'll be a 7 damage to it. So I'm going to go
Alrighty.
and then use sort of the reverb of like hitting down on it to push myself back again 5 feet away from
You
it.
see some splinters coming off of him. No blood though, but yeah, that impacted.
So
Alright.
just basically.
The mimic didn't like that and turns to you, Carla, and moves towards you. John, go ahead and make your attack.
Alrighty. I miss utterly. Got a 3. Well,
Yeah,
7,
I know.
but yeah.
Yeah, you make a nice indent in the floor again. Like this is like Carla has been leaving like little paper trail. You're basically leaving indents in the floor to just see where we've been so far.
I mean, a door just turned into a chest. He hits the chair to like, is this a thing? A mimic? And misses the original one.
Perfect. The mimic itself stretches his tongue out to you, Carla, and tries to grapple you. For a 19.
Yep, that'll do.
All right. So it grapples you, and it also applies 7 bludgeoning damage for that.
That's not quite fun.
And you are now grappled by it.
Oh, I don't think I've got the strength to get out of that. But okay, let's go.
Yeah, see? Your turn.
That
I got the look of death, and I take 3.
That look could have killed the mimic.
Yeah, that's like 3 acidic damage.
Sariel
Cold
just
damage.
filled with rage, and she actually becomes a barbarian, which is weird. Then she bludgeons the DM. So she turns around the corner. Not very strong either. Carla, darling, duck. I'm gonna
can't have a voice.
roll it again. Ooh, 17 plus 5. That's good. That's good. I believe that hits. Yeah.
17 plus 5. If you could tell me how much it is, it should probably hit.
21. Can it count?
I'll take it. Sure, it hit.
All right, that's 6 damage, please.
6 damage. All right.
Yes. And is there
Good.
anything I can do? I don't have any spells for bonus action, but is it an action to try to free her from it or to hold her? Okay,
Freeing her from it, even if you want to do it for her, then it's your action since you just attacked. So you don't have the room for that. No.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's John's apartment, so I'm just gonna hang in there, darling.
Carla.
Love you, John. And that's it for me.
Then John, it is your turn. So
he's going to free her from it by slamming this thing in the side into the wall and trying to make it into a door again. And I got a 18, 19 minus 1. Yay!
totally hits.
And that is the big one, the G Great Weapon Master dealio. I subtracted 1 from the roll. Okay, cool. That's 5 plus Man, I keep forgetting to use Booming Blade, but John's not really that present of mine, so neither am I. That is 5, 7, 17 damage.
Total.
Yes, 7 plus 10.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. I didn't know chests could bleed, but this one surely proves me wrong. This chest is like is like leaking fluids from all sides between its planks. It is not happy with you. It is very hurt.
All right. Carla, I'll try to get it off of you next turn. Or sorry, not turn. I'll try to get it off of you in a moment.
Carla, your turn. You are currently grappled.
I hate being the damsel in distress, and I'm going to take one of my knives, and I'm going to try and attack, as opposed to try and free myself from the grapple. I'm going to try and
You can,
pierce
but
it
that is
down
with
into the tongue.
disadvantage.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Right.
Okay. Alrighty, not bad rolls. Okay, so that is literally one off from each other. 14?
Yeah, hits.
Hits. Okay, cool. I'm going to. Oh, good. Okay, max. That's a 7. Straight down with my dagger into the tongue.
Okay. Done and done. That hurts like an MF. That tongue is like partly split in the middle. It's still got its strength, but that looks very painful.
Oof. Okay, I'm just gonna try and pull it out and just be like, "Hey, I thought that would work. Please."
The mimic itself tries to pull you closer and tries to take a bite out of you now that he's got you grappled and firmly within his grasp. And with his many, many teeth, because mimics have like an ungodly amount of teeth, he tries to take a bite out of you for never good when the DM says right? For 24.
Yeah, that sure does hit.
Yeah. So that is 7 piercing plus 4 acid. You don't have the defense against both, so that's 11 total.
You see sort of like it take a chomp out of Carla, and she kind of struggles against it a little bit and then goes slack as she's down again.
No.
Oh god. You're down?
I'm down.
Alright, the mimic
Okay.
will start trying to drag you towards its mouth.
Okay, cool. I don't know what's been my weekend making you new character. Alrighty.
Uh-oh. Cassariel.
Yep. So I'll peek around the corner. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's good. It's just a door that's got teeth. It's every day. I'll turn around and I will see. It looks like that's what Carl looks like. So that's alarming. So I'll run for her. I'm going to reach out for her cheeks and say, "Not yet." I'll cast Cure Wounds on her.
All right.
Sure. That is 1d8. Rogue vibes. Okay, that's 4 plus 2, 6.
I'll take it. Anything to get me up.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty.
And with my movement, is she still like in the mimic's mouth? How does that work?
So she is still she's still in his mouth just yet. His tongue is wrapped around her, and while she was down, he was trying to like pull her towards him. Now that she's up again, she's just still grappled, but that's it.
Okay, this might be a little crazy. Let's just see if we can do this. What I'd like to do is I'd like to just put myself with my shield in between the mimic and Carla. Like just slide in there. Maybe like an acrobatics roll or like or maybe I can't do it at all. That's what I'd like to try to do.
What do you try to do? Like let's just say that I'm going to allow this. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get in between Carla and the mimic where it would attack me next and not have the opportunity to attack her next. So like, I mean, I'm just imagining like, can I use my movement to like step between them? Or my bonus action to step between them?
Whatever you're trying to do.
What you're essentially trying to do is step over his tongue and basically just stand in between them. Give me an acrobatics check. Let's see if you can.
Okay. Come on, don't fuck me. What's a 14? Hold on. Acrobatics? Oh, plus 4. I have a plus 4 in acrobatics. Who knew? 18.
I was going for a 15, so yes, you can. You are now firmly in between Carla and...
Wait, am I looking at... No, I'm sorry. That's not my character
funny.
sheet. Nope. That's a plus 2, so I was looking at Carla's. So that's a 16 for
That's
me.
still more than 15. That is more than fine.
Okay.
You are in between Carla and the Mimic right now.
Yeah.
So that doesn't disgrapple her, but you are in between them now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm just gonna for visual, I'm just gonna put it like that for now.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to say run. She's
She
back.
can't because she's still grappled.
Well, you know,
Well, she can try to run, but like that'll be like stationary.
try to run. That's it for me.
All right.
Cool. John, your turn.
So, I'm gonna do a yes and say that this is actually a maneuver that they've done before, where they essentially both work together to lever something off. So I'm gonna act like this is essentially gonna be work out as a shove, but John's gonna vault over the table and then like using her shield that is between her and the Mimic, he's going to put his own weapon in there and then like pry the Mimic off of them. And use a shove to try to shove the Mimic 5 feet away from them. Is that something that can work?
I'm gonna up the ante.
Okay.
Roll. You're gonna get two options. Either you can do that as a normal shove, and I'm gonna let you just roll for that and see what happens, or you can roll me an acrobatics check on what you just told me, and if it succeeds, you can do that and make an attack roll.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The old corkscrew maneuver.
I don't have anything in
Silverstar
It's a
tactical battle.
cool proposition. So let's go.
Okay. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Really cool. We got to go for it. But I don't have much in acrobatics, so here we go.
We'll come up with a better name for that. soon.
God. He gets up on the table and the table tilts and he falls and got a 6. Don't worry, Casero. I got a lot.
It's a little known maneuver. We haven't practiced it a lot. It's cool.
All right.
Is that a natural 1 plus your base, or is it just a 6?
I got a total 6. I have no base modifier.
All right. Yeah, no, rotten table and all that. So wah wah.
Okay,
you get
so-
nothing, sir. Good day.
So that was my action and everything.
Yeah.
All right, no worries. So don't worry, because I got. Oh God! He falls into the. Here, I'm gonna put myself here.
It was worth the try, though.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me that option. That was really fun.
Cool.
Carla,
Yeah.
you were up
Okay,
next.
I feel like the grips of death kind of take me, and then I kind of come into consciousness as Casariel stands before me, and I'm like, I'm fucking Mimic, and I'm going to take my sword and try to slice the tongue off of me.
Cool. It is a
That's presumably
disadvantage.
grappling me.
It
I'll
is
take it.
disadvantage because you're still grappling, but you can. Yeah.
Okay. Again, not bad rolls. That'll be a 15. Again.
That hits.
Oh, no, not again.
Should
Okay,
I make
and
a
I'm
roll
using-
to see if I don't get hit since you gave me that cool thing before, or are we just gonna call this even? Since I literally put myself in front.
No, you should be fine. Like
Okay.
there's room for her to do this. Yeah.
All right, just wanted to be fair.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a 9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Try to cut the tongue off.
Okay. What happens?
Yes.
Let's go! Okay, so again, grips of death, wakes up, sees Casariel standing in front of it, sees the tongue still wrapped around her waist, and is like, I don't know, I need to be free. And she takes her silver sword that she's found and slices down and actually slices the tongue off of the Mimic, and it sort of halves, and as the blood sort of pools out of it, the Mimic slumps down out of life. And the tongue falls off of her.
Love
And
it.
then she continuously stabs the left remaining tongue, just being like, damn fucking
Yeah, Sarah
Mimic,
just,
can't
steps
believe I'm
away.
a fucking gamble in stress every fucking time, just over and over.
The mimic just slumps down indeed in its base form, which is sort of like a chest, but very bleakly colored. Its consistency no more than that of a pudding. It is utterly obliterated and dead. Well, done.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, Carla. I mean, by all
Yes.
means, just don't waste too much energy. But it's but well done.
What
incredible.
happened? I thought.
Oh, you
something
tried
was
to
gonna
do the
happen.
corkscrew that we're going to rename later with the cooler name, but like you tried to do that, and then you just physics happened, but it was a really cool idea. Yeah. So, but Carla, wow.
The Prial driver, because prize. Never mind.
I feel like that's a roll. I feel like we need to roll for that.
No. Oh.
Everybody roll a
Alrighty,
d4.
okay.
Even those at home, let's just all roll a d4 for psychic
3.
damage. Make sure we.
3.
Ooh, 3. That was a bad one.
Yeah,
We
3
all got
threes. Oof.
3 all around.
max
Yeah.
damage. Yikes.
I'm tying in. Yep, 3.
Wow.
Oh, that
All
was
right.
bad.
Quadruple threes, everybody. We got trees and another tree.
Yeah, that was a painful one.
Sorry, everybody. He's still
3 points
shaking his
closer
head.
to Carla. 3 points closer to Carla leaving.
Oh, no.
There's no exit, so it's fine. We're good.
Please don't go.
Hang in there. All right, Carla. I think looks pretty banged up.
Yes,
So let's take a moment,
yes.
take a breather. Let's just sit down, gather ourselves. Right?
I'm okay. I'm perfectly fine. I'm doing perfectly okay. I just hate being the damsel in distress. These things usually go so well. Then again,
you were a lioness. You were a gladiator. You were
Excellent bait.
everything that's woman and strong.
excellent.
Everything.
What did you say, John?
You
John?
distracted it very
Yeah.
well. Good job. That was great tactics.
Like I
Yes,
was
you
saying,
did-
it's the strongest woman, a fierce tigress, an incredible, formidable opponent. I'm just gonna glare at
Thank you
John.
for
Bagpipes
rising
are
me from the
very-
dead again.
Effective. Here, he's gonna reach down, grab the dagger, and flip it over and turn it back. Because you're very handy with these, actually.
They're not just for contacting ghosts, I suppose. Should we get out of here? Let's see what's behind that door.
We should,
Surely.
but you have a bit of a
Blood.
it's like a teeth mark situation on your. So I can help you with that if you'd like.
You've already helped me.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
I don't want you to waste too much.
We
that.
let him take the bites because he is really good at that, as you saw with the.
I've been bitten a few
Shake.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fought tooth and nail and all that.
Okay.
Okay.
Had to have a
One.
cooldown.
Are we to take more damage?
No, there has to
I'll
be a
do it
cooldown
3.
on the psychic damages.
There does, totally, right? It's a 10-minute cooldown, thank God.
10-minute cooldown on psychic
one.
saves.
10 minutes cooldown.
All right.
Okay, good for real.
All right,
Yeah,
so
you look,
So,
is it just a
do you
wall
want to
where
go?
it was standing in front of, or is there actually an alcove behind it?
yeah, so he was the door. So now that the door is gone, this is just an opening now.
Okay.
I'm
but
gonna
do
try
you
to
look like
brush
you're
off
half
there.
health, Carla, to me?
I look like
was
I'm way less than half health. Like she's walking,
Okay.
but she's kind of staggering. She's definitely not looking too good, but she's fighting through it.
John's gonna
Should we
look at
take a
Kazariel
little
and
bit of
sort
a
of.
rest or no? Yeah, okay. All right. Just hold still. She'll kind of like let purple energy radiate from her hands and kind of just like Moon Maiden guide us. And just cast another little cure woundsies on that. So let's
Power of purple compels you.
rogue. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a 7 plus 3 is a 10. 10 healing.
Amazing.
To you.
Awesome.
I'm nearly at full
Saloon is
health with
good.
that. Thank you so much.
Saloon is good.
Yeah, you see sort of like immediately like the purple what is wrong with me? The purple sort of like covers her body, and she immediately starts kind of like looking a lot better. She's like, "Oh yeah, okay, let's go. Let's go."
She's great. I mean, you should get to know her, Snoon. She's pretty incredible, as you can see. You know,
She's definitely produced some amazing fighters. I mean, you two are. That maneuver didn't work very well, but you have pulled off some amazing things.
that's a new thing we're working on. You know, that's not like a something by the book.
I normally
We're working on
don't.
that.
Yeah, I normally don't vault over tables. I thought it would work, but yes. Never mind.
Yeah, plus the new weight of the weapon. You know, you didn't calculate that, so no, just give us a bit. That will be.
I'll get more acclimated with this, and he's gonna walk around the corner and look north with the light.
Okay. Looking around the corner, there is a rather large room that shows up. It's gonna.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The room that you are currently looking towards seems to be somewhat of a. You'd almost call it a temple. You see a lot of skeletons shackled to the walls that are all facing the same direction because there is a bit of an alcove, and in that alcove is a rather large statue. The statue seems to be made of stone. One hand is extending, and in that hand seems to be a smoky gray crystal orb. Statue itself seems to be rather well made, is what you can tell from where you're standing right now.
So as he rounds the corner, he's going to fall silent, looking into this. I imagine he can't see all the way into it because of the light, or actually, it's a 40-foot range for dim light. So never mind.
You should be able to see the entire room. Yeah.
So he's gonna look back at them and hold up his weapon again and divine sense just to see if there's anything evil in this room. He's gonna hold it into the room. Fiends,
no,
undead, or celestial.
Yeah. No, there's something evil in this room, all right.
Right. So if it's
So, like, is it like a foghorn alert, or is it like your phone that wakes you up in the morning from your alarm? You said
This is one of those feel free to explore, but really what you're doing kind of foghorns.
So it actually, if there is anything celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet, it actually tells me their location. So basically, like, if there's just something evil, I just know it. But if there's a creature, then I pinpoint them.
All right. So with that, I can do something. You sense that there is undead evil in this room. And while it's hard to pinpoint exactly where they are, they do seem to have a concentrated focus on the statue.
All right. So am I getting any
Almost like
vibes
they're
from
floating
the?
around it?
Okay. Am I getting any vibes from the skeletons at my feet or on the walls? Okay.
None.
So he'll say that. He'll say, guys, there's a room in here with a large statue holding something, and I'm definitely getting some very evil vibes from it. It's this. I don't know exactly what this thing is, but I feel it indicating something is wrong about that statue. And he's gonna sort of step back and let them see.
You get the same feeling from that weapon.
I normally I can open up my senses and smell the rotting essence of undead or hear the ringing bells, but ever since I stepped into this house, I haven't really been feeling that. But this, I feel more attuned when I'm holding this. And he's gonna sort of lower it and put it close to his chest.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to talk about that once we're not in immediate danger, but we'll hold off on that for now. So do we need to go in that room? Because we could just.
I don't feel comfortable about
What
going
if that's
into this
important?
place.
Huh?
What if that's important? That grey thing, that grey crystal. Oh, I've got an idea. John, you're big and you're strong. You're a big, strong man. You go get that table, right?
get that table out there and you carry it over and you plunk it down in front of this door so that anything wants to come out here, and I'll send my little friend, and I'm going to call up Boo and place the little napkin over his head so that he floats around, sort of like does a little dance
choke point.
in a circle.
Right. Yeah.
Choke
And
point,
anything
so
that comes through that, we blast it.
we blast it. We keep them focused here. We send Boo to go get that crystal, bring it back here to me, and we can study it. We can see what it's all about.
Wait,
If
crystal?
it does anything. That crystal in its hand. And I'm going to point at the skeleton's hand that John pointed out to us. Not skeleton, the statue's hand that has the crystal.
I haven't seen it, but I'll go.
Yeah, John. Well, hearing that, John will actually go back and start looking at the table. Wouldn't let Casario get a look.
All right, I'll peek in that. Take a little peruse around the room.
Right. So, Casario, because you have better sight than John has, even with his light, you have a better ability to look at the statue.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the statue itself, you can see that this is a rather tall, gaunt-faced person. It's hard to make out because it's stonework, and it's done rather well, but this isn't a master mason that made this statue. But it's still done rather well. And what you can see is that this is a gaunt, pale-faced man, so to speak, wearing a rather large cloak around him and resting his left hand on top of a wolf next to him. And in his right hand is that, smoky crystal orb.
And if that's the thing that's keeping the curse here.
Do I see any writing? Like, is there like a plaque that says like, here's what this bad guy is, and here's how you
Not
kill him?
immediately.
Nothing like that. Okay, I was just checking.
You're the evil.
Hey, do you think that this is something that we could potentially come back to if we understand this place a little bit more? Because I really feel like we're here for a specific reason, and yes, it is to end this curse, and yes, that might be the thing that does it, but I don't want to go poking everything down here. I don't know. I don't.
That's perfectly reasonable.
Okay, but that's the plan if we come back, yes?
We can keep in mind. So you're doing that little trail thing. You're dropping paper. I that's a very smart idea, by the way. I didn't mention it before.
A very smart person. When I'm not getting beaten.
Hashtag not a damsel.
Let's just remember, that's an interesting way of putting things, Casario. Let's just remember where this is.
What does hashtag mean?
Huh?
It's another Silverstar thing.
Like yeah, no, I mean it's kind of like a Neverwinter thing. I feel like it's like like all the kids say it these
Saloon
days.
speaks through her in mysterious ways sometimes. I don't always understand it.
Okay.
You need to hash it out sometimes.
John, and I'm going to pull John down closer to me. Is she?
Mark my words.
Is she what?
Is she? Never mind.
And excellent. No, excellent. And you're also right next to me. And you just spoke over me. I'm actually in the middle of you. So but no worries. I think it's a good idea. Let's go maybe explore something else. We'll come back because the orb is interesting. I will say that. Yeah.
He's gonna hold up the light and start walking down there.
Hashtag.
Looking that way, you see that this extends into a room.
See? Let it happen.
Straight in front of you, you see somewhat of a crate with some sticks in it and whatnot. And you see a bit of a closet.
All right. Knowing that the last door came up to life, he's going to be a little bit more cautious and start walking forward and looking for large things that could be threatening, even if they don't look normally animate.
All right. As you walk this way, you notice that you are walking into a rather large bedroom or something of the like. This is a room with a double bed, which has lost any of its glory if it would have had that long since. This bed is moldy, terrible, and badly kept, but it is a double bed. There is a rather large closet next to you, but at the foot of the bed is a, well, I would say treasure chest almost. It's a chest, but it looks, by all accounts, like a treasure chest.
John, like, takes the weapon and turns it over and uses the skeletal hand at the end. Just, like, start poking the chest and see if it reacts.
The chest moves by your touch because you are touching it.
Okay, and he'll poke that in the bed, and if nothing reacts, he'll calm down a little bit and walk forward out of the way.
All right.
Okay, while they're doing that, I'm just gonna look at Stoker and I'm gonna say, come here, buddy. Do you live here? Do you know where we're supposed to go to, help the children? I'll follow his hand. Oh, I think that feels like a yes. I don't know if we established that, but one box for yes, 2 box for no is good. Are we going the right way? Or was it the way that I said we should have gone at the base of the stairs, which was the other way that John said? So I was right. Is that 1 box for yes?
Scratch.
So John was right?
Cursed. Cursed.
Sorry, we found a dead end in here. Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Are you talking to a dog?
Yeah, I'm just making sure Stoker feels comfortable.
Are you trying to get approval from a dog again?
I don't know. What I don't know what you're talking about.
Again?
There's a creature in here who deserves dignity and respect and love and consideration. And I am simply trying to talk to him like he is a respectable member of our group.
He probably just wants to eat a piece of that door or something.
Hey, if we're done talking to a dog, I'm going to go root around in the chores here, if nothing has reacted. Yeah, I'm going to take my skeletal hand and it's going to open up trunks, it's going to open up the drawers, it's going to start looking for treasures.
The drawers themselves seem to be empty, other than just some scraps of what probably was some clothing. But the trunk, Carla, you opened it with your mage hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you open up the trunk, you notice within it are a lot of items. In this trunk, you immediately recognize a cloak of protection, 4 potions of healing, a chain shirt, a mess kit, a flask of alchemist's fire, a bullseye lantern, an actual set of thieves' tools, a spell book with a lot of spells in there.
So as I was saying, this is the wrong way, right?
On top of all of that is a leather-bound tome in black color, which to one of you might look very familiar.
I always told John that I know the way to go. I have a great directional sense.
Sorry, we found your journal.
What?
Your mother's journal. I think it's here. You're out there griping and complaining to a dog. Is sorry, we found your journal.
I'm losing my mind. Pretty sure. Aren't I, Stoker? 1 mark for yes. I'm losing my mind, aren't I? Okay. I'm gonna run back into the
I've lost my mind.
All right. Yeah.
The membrane. Crazy in the brain.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's my generation. All right. Anyway. I'm gonna go for the journal. I don't know if you hand it to me.
Yeah, I'll get the skeletal hand to pick it up and toss it her way.
Thank you.
As you try to remove an item from this chest, on 2 sides of this room, the walls start to move.
Which 2 sides?
With crumbling might. Both of those rooms both of those walls give way to no less than 2 ghasts. Roll for initiative.
Ghasts?
Ghasts.
What ghastly
I think
creatures?
that's- Pretty sure that's
These are cut off what you just fought.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
I just wasted my natural 20.
Dirty
Same.
20. Did you wait? Shut up. Did we all get 20?
We all got 20s.
We get
I
natural
got
20?
a 24 technically. I got nat 20.
Oh, John, did you get a natural 20?
Yeah, I got a natural 20. I wasted my natural 20 on initiative.
Okay,
It's okay,
yeah, that
it's
does
okay.
suck. However,
There's potential in
I
other
got an
ways.
18 plus 2, but we all got over 20. That's incredible.
I got 24 in total.
All right, let me get that all set up.
I'm so disappointed.
It's okay. You'll get another one. What's your total, though? What's your total
20.
initiative?
It's just 20. I have a plus 0.
Oh, shoot. I should start giving you
Buddy.
my...
No, he's
All right, and
no.
Cass, Casario, what did you get?
I got 20. A dirty 20. Dirty.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you two need to choose who wants to go first.
We got a natural 20, so I'll, you know.
I wanna not be with this thing behind me.
Plus my dexterity is 2. I think, I don't know, what's your dexterity?
0.
I think it's natural. You know, if that's okay, I'll let.
So Casario will go first then?
I'll let
I-
John go
I think I'll
first.
take
It's
it.
Okay. We get to choose, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Because you got a
Who wants to go
natural.
first?
I'll take it
Mine
this
was
time.
30.
Yeah.
All right. John go first. So that's Carla, John, Casario, and then both of the Ghast who rolled a 19, which is still not enough to go first beyond any of you because all of you rolled so fucking high. Holy shit.
No.
Carla, 2 Ghast tried to come through the walls. What do you do?
Okay. I go, well, this is quite oh shit. And I'm just going to kind of slap out on both of them on either side of me and cast heroism at 2nd level. So you both have 2 temporary hit points. You're also immune to being frightened. And yeah, you're imbued with basically bravery. I am then going to climb my little ass up on top of this set of drawers. I can. Oh, the game is paused.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb my ass up on top of this set of drawers if it'll hold my weight, will it? Oh wait, no! No! I'm not gonna do that!
Open chest, just
I'm
close yourself.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually dive towards the chest and I'm gonna start rooting around. I'm gonna look for anything that'll give me, like, help. Basically.
Okay, you can spend your action on that. Of all the items that are in there at the moment, like you're looking for something that will help you fight, or like anything that
Yes.
will help.
Yeah. I think that'll help me fight.
The one thing that I can think of that will help you fight is the Flask of Alchemist Fire.
I'll take it. I'm gonna snatch it
Alright.
up and get ready to use it in my next turn.
Cool. That was it?
That's what I'm going to do. Yep, that is my turn because I cast my spell with heroism. I don't have a bonus action, so... Or do I? One moment. I'm going to take my bonus action as rooting through that chest. Okay. That's it. That's my turn.
All right. John, your
All right.
turn.
I'm gonna
And
use this-
before you do anything,
Yeah.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, I'm pretty good at those. No, I'm not. I got a 6.
You, sir, are poisoned by the horrendous stench of these creatures.
That all
Heroism
the,
doesn't seem to get
all
that,
the
right?
better. All the better. Because now I know where this damn thing is.
Yes.
So I'm currently feeling pretty heroic. But and so wait, does heroism at the start of my turn or the end of the turn?
It's applied by Carla, so you have it.
Start of your turn. Yeah.
Okay, start of my turn. So that's +2. All right, Let's see. 2. Okay, so now how do I do that? There we go. Poisoning, what is that? Like, how does that work mechanically?
So, hang on. Let me look it up just for...
Is it just for so heroism saves against
right.
or you get advantage on being frightened?
Being
and
frightened.
You're immune to being
You're
frightened.
immune to being frightened.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
happy. And you have 2 temporary hit points.
Got it. Okay.
Just because that's my spellcasting modifier.
For this battle,
Yes.
that immediately applies. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay, so in that moment, he's going to do 2 things. Bonus action, he's going to like squeeze down on the weapon slightly and turn around and glare at the thing behind him and hexblade curse it.
Okay. What you say? Is there a save for that?
No, there's no save. It basically, if I hit it, I do an extra 2 damage per hit, and I gain health when it dies.
All right.
And a better crit range. And then as my action, I would like to, as I'm squeezing this, all 3 of the skulls, their eyes light up, and a brief flash happens on every one of us, and I cast Bless.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna stand there glaring at the thing. It smells horrible, and John feels sick to his stomach, but he's glaring.
All right.
That's my action.
Casario.
All right. So I see all of that happen, and I've seen John cast Bless many times, but never like that. So that again, I clocked that, but there's bigger fish to fry now. I'm gonna step forward. And I can see this gentleman here, right? There's no wall between us. Okay. All right. So I will, I will cast Moonbolt at him.
All right.
All right. That's good. That's good. That's a 16 plus 5. 21?
That hits.
Yeah. Okay. Great. It's an 8. Nope, that's 3. Sorry, I thought it was an 8. It's 3.
3 damage.
3 damage.
Done and done.
Yes. And then I will, yeah, that's it for now.
Oh.
I'm gonna stay right here.
All right. Both of the ghasts are allowed to attack right now, and the one clearest closest to John. John reaches out to you and tries to do a claw attack on you. And it does so with a natural 1. And I'm not going to say it claws itself right now because it's stupid.
Oh, no worries. Yeah.
So it hits the wall.
Yeah. That's funny.
It looks at you, but it hits the wall, and his nails are stuck in there for a brief amount of time, which he required to recuperate. The other ghoul jumps out of the wall towards Carla and does a claw attack as well with a 24.
It sure does hit. Fuck.
That is 10 slashing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
15.
15. You feel the cold grasp of death, but you manage to fight it off. For now.
Remember, everybody, you can add a D4 to your saving throws and attacks. But,
excellent.
you already got
Thank
it, so...
Top it around.
That'll
Carla.
be really handy. Okay. All right. Bastard. I'm going to... So there's 2 things out... It's... I'm just so annoying. When I got my equipment back, one of the things is I have a flask of oil. And I can pour the flask of oil onto the ground to cover a 5-foot square area, basically. And I basically want to take this oil, splash it at that gas in front of me, and then take the alchemist flask and throw it on the floor. So my action is to do that, and then
You must
I'm
really
just going
hate
to
this
interact
thing.
with an
That's-
object
oof.
by...
Sorry, good. No, I was saying that's
That'd be-
oof.
I basically want the fire to stay sort of ignited in this one area of the oil-covered ghast. That's my purpose of using the oil in this situation. I know it will spread, but if I can, in my turn, contain it to this one area with the oil, I will.
I have a really cool idea, but I'm quickly going to have to look up one thing about the alchemist's fire. One moment.
What did this ghoul ever do to you?
All right.
Smell like shit!
We're going to rule of cool this. This. Oil, flask of oil, and then the alchemist fire, right?
Yeah, so if you want to... So you get an
allow
object...
that.
Yeah.
I'm going to allow both of those in the same turn.
Okay.
You want to throw it on the ground, right? So to just cover the ground.
So I want to throw the oil on the ghast and then alchemist fire on the floor, yeah. Right next to it. On its feet. So it like ignites up.
Okay. Right. You can. I'm not gonna give any extra check on that because alchemist fire. What happens if you throw that on a character or a creature is it will ignite said creature or character for 1d4 fire damage each of its turns until it tries to put it out with a dexterity saving throw of undetermined number.
Yes.
With the oil, I'm willing to double that number because he is covered in sticky gooiness. So that'll turn into a 1d8. I'll allow it. Go ahead, roll a 1d8.
So in the oil flask description, it says that it deals 5 fire damage to any creature that is on fire when this oil burns up. So if you want, I can do the d4 and then add the 5 as per the oil rule.
You can choose. You can either do the 1d8 every turn, or you can do that for a little bit more punch.
I'll do a little bit more punch. Yeah.
All right. So then it's a flat 5 damage, and then a 1d4 added.
Okay. That's a 9.
Full damage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just my luck.
And then, with my movement, I'm going to get the fuck out of this room. I'll take the attack of opportunity. I'm getting the fuck behind. I'm not risking anything more. Nothing staying on fire.
Fair enough.
Carla, where are you going? Oh god, it's on fire!
Try to swipe at you, and it will do so with a 21.
Sure does hit. I'll roll my constitution, and I'm going to add that d4. Oh, I got a natural 20. Never mind. I'm good. Fucking hell. What's fuck? Oh my god, the rolls. Okay, I'm going to take a picture.
So the constitution is fine, but you will still take 10 damage.
I'll take it. Okay, cool.
All right. John, your turn.
Yes. I feel Carlos sort of brushed past me. And where do you go? Oh, whoa! It's the lighting on fire. Okay. And he's gonna return his glare back to the one in front of him. He momentarily distracted, but determined. Is he still do I still smell? Does it still smell awful?
That poison will still be in effect. Yes.
Okay. Cool. So, yeah, he's gonna go ahead and make the attack. Not great weapon master, just regular.
All right, that is with disadvantage.
Yep, it is, and I don't think a D4 is gonna save me for that. That's I got a 6 plus 4, so I got a 10 plus 2, 12.
Oh, 12. Let me check. Oh, hang on. I totally closed that tab. My bad. Hang on. 12. Nope. I'm sorry.
Damn. Okay. So yeah, he was distracted and he looked back and he swung, but he missed. And yeah, he's gonna take a step over. No, I don't think he can really get onto this thing. So He's kind of trapped in here with the burning thing next to him. He's not really happy, but go on.
All right, Casario.
Right. Yep. So, yep, I'm going to, cast another moonbolt at the fucker right down here. So.
Yep. The burny one.
Come on, buddy. Ooh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think. Sorry, I had to count my fingers. It's, a thing. 11 to hit.
Total? No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oof.
You shoot towards it, but because it's on fire, you aim in the general direction of the flame and therefore miss.
All right. That pisses me off.
Did you add the D4 to your attack roll? Sorry, I
didn't.
I was
I
muted.
did not.
No, you
so
can totally add that.
What was it? 5, 11, 14 to hit.
So the moonbolt passes through the fires and tries to hit its target and flies way overhead, and then sort of does like a curveball and just hits it in the back of the head. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Hashtag blessed. Told you it will be a thing. Promise. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go.
Wow.
That is a 9 damage.
Beautiful.
Okay.
All right. That ghast is
Darn it.
positively bleeding black bile.
And then I am going to step this way with my movement. I'm just going to move past that chest, and as I move it, I'm going to look inside it to see, again, I'm looking for anything to kind of help us, but I'll move into the corner.
All right. With your quick look, you will immediately recognize your mother's diary over there. And that is good that you noticed that, because as you move this way, the ghasts turn now right now. One of those two ghasts is currently on fire, and that fire spreads. The bed lit on fire, and that is dangerously close to that chest. You do well to remember that, because who knows what else might light on fire. The ghast itself jumps on the bed, Casario, and tries to attack you. It swipes at you with its claw, and it does so with an 18.
That hits. It's my armor class.
That is 10 points of damage, and I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
All right, and I can add a D4 to that, right?
Yes, you
Saving
can.
throw, yeah.
Okay, don't see, buddy. That is a okay. 10,
Oh,
12.
the cold,
12 with the bless. This is 10
the cold
plus
of death. It just tries to shackle you around your throat and tries to squeeze the life out of you, but you manage to fight it off.
Saloon's blessing.
Yeah,
Did
the
you
ghoul,
you also get
yeah.
temporary hit points at the start of every turn? 2.
2.
Your heroism.
I do?
That is true.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, how many hit points was that? You said 10, right?
2. You. Oh,
To
sorry.
every round.
Well, no. I mean, but
Well,
how many
10
did
damage.
I lose?
Right.
Oh, that was 10
Last
total.
10.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry. We got a lot of things to
Got
keep
it.
track of here. We've got temporary hit
Yeah,
points. We got bless.
yeah.
We got all kinds of crazy.
Like,
Oh, good. The other ghast, John, takes a
Fine.
swipe at you with its claws. And does so for a 14.
That will not hit.
Nope. It tries and tries as best it can.
Once again, my
Fortunately,
weapon
doesn't.
saves me.
Oh, yes. Top of the round. Carla. The
Okay,
Halfling
I'm
is on
going
fire
to see that the ghast is now engaged with Casario, dart back in, and I'm going to start shoveling as much shit as I can into my bag. As much of that shit as I can into my bag. I will
Roll me
take my
D6.
full action to do that.
Clever
now.
girl.
Oh, roll me D8. If you want to use your action on that, D8.
D8, okay.
Yeah.
7. Not bad.
7.
As much as possible.
Right. You can shovel 7 items into your bag. You still have over there a cloak of protection, 4
Yep.
potions of healing, a chain
Taking 4 of
shirt.
those.
All 4 of those. Okay. So you got
Yep.
3 left. Cloak of protection, chain shirt, mess kit, bullseye lantern, set of thieves' tools, spell book, and the diary.
I'll take the diary for sure.
Yep.
I'm going to take the cloak of protection.
Yeah. One more.
Fuck, okay, I'm gonna... Oh, guys, bullseye lantern or the spell book. Which one?
John's
Do
very
whichever one you
John's
think.
very
You
busy.
don't have time to.
Yeah.
You
John's
don't
busy.
have time. It's 6 seconds. What do you do?
Lantern. I'll take the lantern.
Lantern. That's the last item you get out of this chest before it evaporates into a flaming, fiery mess.
I'm gonna book it the fuck out of there again.
Cool.
The rest of my movement is just going whoop and kind of getting over here. Okay.
John.
And I'm gonna, as I'm walking out, I'm gonna go, I have the diary! I've got the diary! Okay, that's it.
All right.
John, you got a blazing fire in your back.
Yeah, John is. All right. This is something John hasn't done before, but he's going to disengage, or not disengage from. He's not going to use the action disengage. He's just going to start walking or running this way. Say, Sorrow, we've got to get out of this room. And he's aims his weapon at the creature on the bed, and he almost makes a swipe at it, but this haze of almost like this shimmer in the air comes out and strikes out at it, and he's gonna cast Eldritch Blast for the first time ever.
Yep.
And that is with disadvantage, correct?
Yeah. Yes, because it's an attack. Yes.
Cool. Oh, that's a sad disadvantage. I had a 16 on one and a 2 on the other, so I got a total of.
Wait, blessed.
I did
well.
add bless. So that's a total of 2 plus 2 plus that's 9. Enough. But yeah, so he's basically booking it past Carla. I'll take any opportunity attack from the thing that I'm leaving.
Yes, which it tried, but it is a total of 8, so it will miss.
Okay, cool. So he's kind of like almost not pushing Carla, but like hurrying her along. He's gonna run behind her.
All right.
We have to go.
Yeah, so I look at John. He's speaking to me. I'm like, all right, and then I see this like weird, sickly kind of. I don't recognize that coming from this weapon, and I kind of shield my eyes and then I'm going to use my action to disengage. I'm following. I'm agreeing with that. I'm usually don't back away from a fight, but I'm getting the fuck out of here as well.
All right,
Use my
move your
action
turns to where you want
disengage,
to do it.
and I'm going to try to just keep pushing them. Like if we're all pushing out of the way, I'm continuing that motion. So I'm going to get as far as I can with us all three pushing to run the fuck away from here.
All right, John, did you want to surpass Carla?
Yeah, I didn't want to leave her behind me, but I guess in this moment, yeah, he basically ran past her because I'm also blocking Casario's way. So could I have used my action to basically get out of the room?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Which is why I'm asking. Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Because otherwise, we're gonna have a bunch of turns. It's like I move 5 feet, you move 5 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. The fire keeps burning, and the ghasts on the bed.
Oh, I forgot to add their damage. Sorry. Another 9 damage to that ghast on the bed.
Oh,
Fire
thank you.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then start of his turn. That ghast is positively obliterated by the fire. He will not make it anywhere else, because if he moves into another square of fire. Burned up to a crisp. But the other one jumps out of the wall and immediately swipes at Casario. And he does so for a 21.
I try to swipe him with my shield, but I'm too late, and he gets me right here.
All right. That is 10 points of damage and a constitution check. Or saving throw.
I make a big, like you can tell that was a big blow, and I am gushing blood at this point. Let me add that damage, and then you said a constitution.
Yes, ma'am.
Somebody talk with me, please. Okay. That's a 15 plus 2. 17?
You're fine. Other than, the hurting part of the claw.
Yeah. Yep.
The whole room is ablaze now, save for the exits. Top it around, Carla.
Okay. I am going to. I'm gonna go. Let's get the fuck out of here to Casariel. I'm gonna grab her, and as I'm doing that, I'm going to cast guidance. So you now have 1d4 added on to everything else that you have, because we figured out that stacks. And then I'm kind of going to like grab her a little bit, but I'm going to not try to forcibly pull her or anything, and I'm going to book it the fuck out of there as fast as possible, because I'm not going to survive another blow. And just kind of get back here.
Are you pulling Casariel along? Casariel, are you allowing that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You will get an attack of opportunity on that.
Do I? If it's not my choice to move?
Well, that's why I'm asking if you're allowing it to happen.
I'm not pulling.
Wait. Okay. Point of question. This is important for moving forward. If it's not my initiative to move and somebody drags me, do I get the attack of opportunity, or is it no?
You get the attack of opportunity if you do choose to be dragged. If not, then you can't be dragged.
Ooh.
Also,
all right.
I mostly just need an excuse to touch you to give you guidance.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna resist a little bit because I'm doubled over. You can see that like my wounds are gushing. Like I've got guidance, so that kind of illuminates me. But like I'm like almost dead. So I'm just gonna slump over. It's very hard to move me. So I'm not moving. I can't move with her because I'm actually almost.
If you wish. Then no attack of opportunity happens.
Right. I believe it's John's turn.
Yep, it is.
all right, so John's going to yell out, "Sorry, disengage and retreat." And he's going to step to the side and ready an attack for when this thing comes through the door to just baseball it, clothesline it right across the face. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'm going to hold my attack and wait for it to come through.
All right. Casariel, what do you do?
Oh, is it my turn? Oh my god. Oh, thank God. Okay, so I'm gonna she's gonna grab her necklace and say, not done yet. She's gonna use her action to disengage and kind of just grab the walls and try to like slump her way back, and somehow Saloon is with her, and she uses her action to disengage, and she's just gonna move her entire movement back as far as she can, stumbling over this table, like against the wall if she has to.
All right. The ghast itself looks deep into your eyes, Casariel, and as it stands there, it looks at you and points at you. And it's consumed by flame because it wants not to move from this room. It is consumed by flame, and therefore, this is the end.
Oh, wow.
Of this fight.
All right, and I gain some health.
The whole room, furthermore, is consumed by flame, and all the furniture in there is burned to a crisp.
I'm gonna take the end of my robe, my whatever I'm wearing, and I'm gonna just start wrapping it around my my waist.
Drink this. And I'm gonna shove a healing potion into your hand. Drink this, please. Please.
I'll just rest. It's all right. You know, if I get this, I'm going to die. But like, you know, this is what is that?
I'm gonna uncork it and start just like I kind of grab her jaw.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So we have 4 of them. There'll be one each.
Like, standing on her lap, like just.
Yeah, because you're slumped over. She's like, "Come on, chug." Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's like, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna like basically I'm not gonna forcibly do it. I'm just going to like very like insistently be like, please just drink this, please. You don't know if the danger's past.
Love it.
It might be a little bit late for the effect now, but as the thing was consumed, this almost like wisp of fire comes down the hallway and like almost goes into John's chest, and he looks a little bit better.
Oh, I feel like I didn't see that because I was too busy getting shit shoved down my throat, but I wish I did see it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That was
Okay. Now
harrowing.
you're going to keep one of these on you, and you're also going to keep this on you, and I'm going to pull out the diary and hand it to her, as well as like another healing potion. Keep these.
So this diary. Thank you.
So welcome. Just stay alive, okay? John, this one's for you, and I'm going to pass over a healing potion to him as well.
Almost
And I'm going to pocket one myself.
almost kind of supernaturally, as you toss it over to him without even looking, he's still looking down the hallway, and he just catches it. And he looks over, thank you, and pockets it.
So, Carla, what did you manage to get out of this box?
Managed to get a cloak of protection and a bullseye lantern as well. And I don't know what either of those two, but I'm going to start sort of looking at them. I'm going to like wrap the cloak around my shoulders a little.
Sure. You took all the right shit. Yes. I don't know about spellbook,
Yes.
but yes. Yes, feather.
And all
We're not
all
wizards,
the
so I
potions
didn't
healing,
really
right?
feel like...
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just used one, so we have 3 left.
If you
Wait, how much
what I
gold
told
did I
her.
get from that, by the way?
looking at the cloak itself, it is indeed a rather magical cloak, if you will.
And
Sewed into the neck of the cloak is a small label with a name. If you look at it, it says Durst.
Nice cloak. When I like wrap it around me, does it feel any different?
I hope so. The cloak of protection is indeed a magical item, and it will give you +1 bonus on your AC and on your saving throws.
ooh,
Take it. Oh fucking!
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah! Okay,
Hell
that's
yeah.
mine now. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry
it's a
to you
nice
two,
cloak.
but this is mine.
Carla's like every item she finds, she's like, yes, yes,
Now-
yes,
Yes.
yes.
I don't want to be the party pooper, but I kind of do because I'm the DM and that's my role. Carla, do you forfeit your Ouija board cloak for this?
I'm gonna stuff it in my thing. I'm gonna stuff it in my backpack.
Oh, of
No.
course you do. Of course you do.
Yeah.
I've never
But I'm
really
not
been
gonna
one
be
for
wearing it.
cloaks,
Does
but
it still work in the rain? All right. No, that's great. Honestly,
All right.
cloak protection is good.
I
shit.
had to ask, of course, but that's
I
fine.
know. I'm not wearing it, so it's not a convenient thing that I can pull out. I have to go looking for it. We'll say that.
But that's perfectly fine. But the cloak said the name Durst, just so you know. Or it still says it because you're wearing it right now.
Amazing. Okay. Sorry, I just have to like add things.
Take your time.
Yeah, I'm immediately
Okay, and
looking through this journal, and I'm just trying to find. I know there was something about this house, but I'm just trying to find the passage on that. Remember what it was?
Oh, about that journal. I told you it looked like your mother's journal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's your mother's journal.
hot dog.
Emotional.
Fury.
Call me Cassie again. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Vanilla.
That little heart stop in all three of you. Like, that's why I love to be a DM.
Oi.
Uh,
Oi.
chaotic evil DM.
Absolutely. Oh my god, absolutely. That's like the best way to describe you.
Chaotic evil. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Maybe neutral evil
Very
because
much-
he's got some. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
chaotic and
he's got a
lawful.
code.
A chaotic
Unfortunately, he has to follow the 5e rules ish, so there's a little bit of a code there.
There's a lot of wiggle room. He has employed some really cool rulings. I think in this has been a really cool session.
Yeah.
All right, back in.
All right.
John's sort of he's looking down the hallway at the ashes of what was down there, and he's just, that was a very harrowing story. Does he still feel poisoned? Like, does he still feel sick?
Let me check how long that will last, but I think you should be fine. Let me quickly check.
If it lasts for any like more or like up to a minute longer, he's gonna probably purge himself into the corner here.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
No, it's the stench that's now gone.
I think this is going to sound crazy, but in the context of, this place, maybe not. I think I'm going to look at John. I think this is where my mother met my father. I think it was here.
In this land or in this house?
No, I mean, it was definitely in this land. In the depths of the dungeon. It says. He was here.
Your mother was here?
Nothing in this house shall be trusted, and yet his heart is pure. I think they met here.
Why?
Sure she wasn't talking about the zombie upstairs.
John.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling like myself recently. Although that is something I'd say.
No, I mean,
How are we all feeling?
well,
Been
I'm still
better?
gushing blood out of my wound
You should probably do
as I
something
read the
about
book.
that. Come here.
I am. No, I am. I'm resting. No, I'm resting.
They've probably done this before where they patched each other up in the field, and he's gonna lay on hands as he heals like 3 points back and bandages you up while you're reading. So you're probably ignoring him.
Yeah. Oh, but thank you. Yes. Thank you.
It's like a day at the
While
salon.
they're doing that, I'm gonna look at that lantern a little bit more closer.
Okay. So, as I said, it is a bullseye lantern, and a bullseye lantern has a wonderful, well, it's not magical, right? It's just a lantern. But as a bullseye lantern, for one, it is a lamp that can't be blown out, and it will light up an area. But let me quickly check as to how large that area is. 1 second.
Mhm.
Do 60-foot cone, and then another 60 feet of dim light.
Oh wow.
Yes. It will require a flask of oil, but on that it will burn a total of 6 hours.
Okay, I'll take it. Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. Now to interrupt you.
No, that's
touching
fine.
moment.
Fine.
That I actually totally thought the bullseye lantern was just like a reflavored torch, but okay, that's actually awesome.
Oh, no, it's really good. Like, this is actually, if you're exploring like small hallway dungeons like this is perfect.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Is there anything else in your mother's book? What was down here? Is there anything about dust?
You hear
A
that?
windmill?
No, is it? I hadn't remembered anything, and
Do you
it
guys
just
hear that?
mentioned
Yes.
It's gone now.
what?
Nothing. Nothing. Gone with the book. Sorry, I thought I heard something.
After she meets him, surprisingly, it's quite a lot about him for a
Yeah.
bit, and nothing again until they enter somewhere called Barovia? A town called
Barovia?
Barovia. Yeah. I don't know.
Did we see any signage or anything coming into this place? Like into this collection of buildings?
No.
Okay. Hmm.
Well, how are you all feeling? All right?
I'm feeling remarkably well, actually.
I'm
As-
really. I could be better. I say as I sort of.
It's a bit of a rest here. Could we do that? Maybe try to.
Wait, quiet. You hear that, right?
Yes, I do that now. Yes. Yes. Can we tell where it's coming from?
Louder?
It is general area, but it is general area like around you. But give me a perception check, Casario.
Okay. Yep. Okay, 13.
It's really hard to tell, but if you had to pick a side at gunpoint, you would go for northwest.
It's a hint, DM.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
just gonna look in that direction. I can't say anything because there's a wall there, but
we probably we don't want to go unprepared into any danger. Like the last few encounters have been fairly dangerous, but I don't know how much time we have. Sounds like something is happening now.
Yeah, we should go. I'm going to quickly cure wounds myself. Just so that it's noted I've got it back. That's great. Okay. I got 10 back.
I'm gonna
All
kind
right.
of follow the gaze of Casario. She was looking in a direction, and he's gonna start walking towards that. Shall we?
Let's go.
I'm gonna look at Stoker before I come around the corner and just up. I'm just gonna say, "Come on, then," and I'll carry him with me.
All right. I remember the room with the well, but do I remember? Let's just go back to the room with the well, and basically he's gonna try to go all the way back there. Oh,
Does it sound like
John-
it's getting louder?
is it getting louder here?
Yes,
Oh,
it does.
so he'll stop
From where
here.
you're standing right now, it sounds like it's coming from the passageway to the south.
Right, directly to the north of me. I remember that there's a pitfall, so he's gonna be a little bit more careful now. What was that, Carla?
Looking south, you see a stairway going down and around the corner.
I believe it was a shit, John.
Oh. He's gonna pick his way down the corridor.
As you do so, you notice that the sound becomes slightly more clear.
Is the exit? The land?
Is it in a different? Is it not in common? Is it in a
This
different
is
language?
totally in common. You should be able to hear this.
Okay.
He's like the exit. He's gonna heft his weapon a little bit and imagining that light has been cast on it. Hold it out. What was that? No. And he's just gonna keep walking forward.
It goes around the corner. And going around the corner, you see another large staircase going down.
And he's gonna start making his way down.
All right. Do you all follow suit?
I'm going to be very, very careful. I'm watching my footing. I'm watching the ceiling. I do not
And
want
is
to fall in
Stoker
the
going
fucking
with you?
spike trap. Stoker.
I feel like
yes.
if he jumped into my arms, I kind of like said, "Come on, then." But
I'll,
I don't necessarily trust him so much. You know, I'm a little weird.
Do you want to carry him or not?
Yeah, I'll carry him. Yeah.
All right. Stoker will be on you person until you want to drop in, then I'll
Okay.
show us another token. You go down and down and down. And it feels as if you are on an entirely different level. The sound
My
over here is
fucking
indeed
God.
clearer, and the sound that you hear over here does sound kind of clear.
Is the staircase like made of dirt? Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Caked dirt.
He's taking care because he's been in underground places before and he's not a fan. He's gonna walk forward tentatively and look around the corner.
He is the ancient.
He's the land.
Looking around the corner, you see another small staircase that leads into a giant room. It's hard to see with your light, but it looks like a giant room.
He's gonna stop here and wait for them to come forward.
Where you're standing right now, that should light up the room. It is a rather large room. Along the sides of the room are planks upon planks upon planks of reliquaries. This seems almost like a treasury or a reliquary of sorts. There's a lot of stuff on these planks.
As he walks forward, I'm going to cast Divine Sense and walk to about here, assuming I don't sense anything.
You do not.
Okay, so he feels relatively safe, but he sort of motions for them to come into the room.
All right. To the south are two openings to this room, other than the one that you just came through, and all around you are planks with various items.
Carla is going to kind of look from item to item and just see what's there. Like, is there plaques? Is there anything that describes what she's looking at?
There's no plaques, but if you're going from plank to plank, you will be able to discern what the items are that are laying there. Give me a investigation check, just a blanket one. See what I'm gonna tell you.
17 plus 6, so that's at 23.
23. All right. Along the walls are several relics that seem to be ritualistic in nature. On these planks, you find a small, mummified yellow hand with sharp claws, which looks like it was from a goblin, on a loop of rope. You find a knife carved from human bone. You find a dagger with a rat skull set into the pommel. An 8-inch diameter varnished orb made from a Nothic's eye. A aspergillum carved from bone, which is like a orb, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
A folded cloak made from stitched ghoul skin.
Oof.
A desiccated frog lashed onto a stick.
Not the frog.
A desiccated frog.
Oh.
A bag full of bat guano. A hag's severed finger.
Oh, delightful.
A 6-inch tall wooden figurine of a mummy, its arms crossed over its chest. An iron pendant adorned with a devil's face. The shrunken, shriveled head of a halfling. And a small wooden coffer containing a dire wolf's withered tongue.
Beautiful. This is some seriously creepy shit. Not the decor that I'd recommend, I say to John. Sort of like after my patrol.
Sorry, what do you make of this place? He's just sort of scanning for danger. He's not really paying attention to the relics or anything. That's her, Carla.
They're summoning something. These are articles for summoning. My best destination. I don't know. I'm not familiar with any of this, but sounds like we're not alone. What are the hallway / exits looking like? Like where are the outlets in this room?
Sorry, what was that?
So I'm looking around and I just say, it looks like they're trying to summon something. I don't know, but what I'm looking for as I turn kind of around the corner is where are the exits in this room? Or like, are there hallways or?
The one that you came from is one. Other than that, to the south are 2 exits. The rest is all just shelves, basically, with all these creepy items on them.
All right, I'll come here and I'll look down this hallway here.
All right. Looking down that hallway, goes a little bit downward and then around. Surprise, surprise.
Okay. All right. And then I will just move this way and also look down this hallway.
Now that gives you an interesting insight, because with your view, you're able to see a lot more than just a corner. Looking down, you see a bit of hallway that ends into a portcullis. But a portcullis you can see through, because beyond that portcullis, you see
Corner.
something that I will tell you next week, because we're done for today.
Giants.
God.
John, like I am this close to John being like, okay, we've got everything we came here for. We've got all of our things. Let's just go.
I know.
No.
Yeah, it's a great point. Actually hasn't even crossed my mind.
Yeah, no, John.
This definitely hasn't crossed Carlos.
There's a lot of evil stuff here. Someone has to put a stop to it.
Super smart.
But
Yes.
What are you going to see beyond the portcullis? We will see next week.
Oh, good stuff.
I'm sure probably puppies and like rainbows and stuff.
Obviously,
nice things.
rainbows. Yes.
I think it's a bowling. It's going to be a bowling alley because they're like, he is the exit. He is the
That
lane.
kind of sounds like, yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
or like
I mean, that kind of sounds like pins being knocked down.
Mini golf?
He's the spare.
You know,
he is the strike.
Yeah. Could be
Who
any of
knows,
that.
right?
Yeah.
So, I hope you guys enjoy. I like this session. It was a lot of fun.
Oh,
today.
I had a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
A lot of combat. Like we do love our roleplay, but this was a lot of battle as well. But you know, you gotta have some every once in a while.
Yeah.
I think we had a good mix.
This is so different
Yeah.
than our last campaign with the combat. It was real
The
fun.
stakes are so real.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
God, we've had some really close calls a couple of times.
Oh yes. And this is only the beginning. Welcome to the Curse of Strahd.
Yeah.
See, I haven't really been. John's been pretty healthy throughout everything, but he's been missing every single goddamn attack.
Yeah, you
It
need to switch
literally
up your
takes
dice.
like when Carlo went down, that's like the start of like if shit hadn't gone our way, that's like a domino. That's real quick. There's only 3 of us. So like that's
Yeah.
especially when things can like grapple or paralyze you, like that shit is that was precarious. We did great though.
Good
Yeah, you
call
did.
on the
That was a lot
fire
of
and
fun.
good call on the like
Yeah.
bailing out because
Absolutely.
Bailing out. Who knew? Always an option.
Man, I
Great
was
point.
so ready to just
We're really good
clothesline
at
that
it.
thing.
Nope. Nope.
So everyone watching either on Twitch or on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us in for the almost 4 hours that we've been live again. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed playing. We will be back again next week, same time, same place, for the next episode of the Curse of Strahd. Do we have any closing remarks other than that?
Subscribe, follow,
Yes, tell your
support,
friends,
share with your friends.
shout it to the heavens in Instagram, Twitter, #blessed.
Yeah, come talk to us. Ask us questions in our Discord. We've got,
That too.
chats and things.
Join us in the
both
tavern.
on our YouTube and
Yeah.
on our both on our Twitch and on our YouTube. You will have a direct link to our Discord. Feel free to join in on that because you can and should talk to us. We are more than willing to accept any of your questions. We'd be willing to answer those. So feel free to come talk with us while we're there. And with that, I guess we're going to call it the night.
I'd like to mention, if you are currently watching us on Twitch, thank you very much, and I hope that you enjoyed it. You can also ask lots of questions and join us in the tavern, our Discord, for all kinds of interesting things that happen while we stream. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for joining. Hopefully you've enjoyed it enough to hit that little red subscribe button. And if you'd like, you can find our live play on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 10 p.m. GMT, if you'd like to check us out. And if you're watching us live right now on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. GMT, it will be live on YouTube.
100%.
That was so many numbers, but good job on that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, I gotta let them know when it's happening. Otherwise, they'll never know
You're
when
so
to find
good at
us.
numbers. That was
I'm
amazing.
bad at numbers. Anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out. And I guess
Absolutely. I guess because we're now also live on Twitch, we need to join in with the whole Twitchy thing, right? So
Yeah,
we should probably
we're gonna raid
someone.
one, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, are we ready?
Yeah.
And I've already been quickly looking. I saw like this wonderful channel that looks like they know what they're doing and all that. So let's go ahead and raid one called Devil's Luck Gaming. It seems like they've got a good thing going.
Before you start that raid, we'll go ahead and go to the end scene. But any final
Yes, go ahead.
words? All right.
No, you should be back next week because we need you here.
Yeah, we got to find out what is going on in this place. Like I'm really curious about what we're gonna find through that portcullis.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
See you guys
I like
next
to
time.
meditate.
And you
I'm
might-
a little bit sad about it. No.
Yes. You have to see me get to 100 psychic damage before I leave. Gotta most of me while you
There's no
can.
exit.
Oh, God.
She's not going anywhere. Don't worry about that. It's fine. Come back next week. She can't
Alright.
leave.
Sounds like
Hashtag,
we've-
guys. Hashtag.
Sounds like we've got some cultists. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Don't worry about that.
All right.